Because why not? I agree. Oh.
Oh? Do a little wiggle.
Wiggle it up.
A little wiggle and a jiggle and a wiggly woo.
My phone. Mute it. Mute it, baby.
Mute it like a Polaroid picture.
Something like that. Oh.
The Forever Winter.
Yeah,
New
I saw
player
that.
trending.
What is that?
I don't know.
I'm just playing it right now.
Can't do anything off the profile. Colton.
Forever Winter. It's been playing for 5 minutes. Colton.
I was like, oh, Colton sent me a Snapchat. And I was like drawing my bath last night.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm like trying to listen. I'm like, so what's happening here? What's happening here? And I had to go out and listen to what was happening.
Yeah.
It was really long.
And what was it about?
He had accidentally saved over
Oh,
one of his
Resident
saved
Evil.
Names. Resident Evil, yeah.
Yep.
I was like,
Nice work,
bro.
doofus.
That sucks. That's literally the worst.
Yeah. Exactly. Oh, God.
Oh, easy now.
It's just flipping
Just
around
spinning on you.
its own. Did you know that the Talk Tua podcast is the number 3 podcast on iTunes?
Talk Tua.
Just spit on it? Exactly. That's why I said Talk Tua. Because the Hawk Tua girl is on that show. And I saw a clip of it, and the way she talks and her little humor immediately reminded me of my good friend at work.
Oh, yeah?
I was like, oh, this is so cringy and not funny at all. This is exactly like being at work. So I couldn't listen to it. Helix. At work yesterday, I was deleting some jackets from the lineup that we're not going to carry in. They were called the Helix.
Ooh.
So I thought of you as I deleted them. They're gone. We're not going to carry them. I don't even know what they look like, but I was like, I know I got to get rid of them. Get these fucks out of here.
And this video is called The Forever Winter Early Access. What happened? Why is this game garbage?
Interesting. I'm going to delete you? Yeah, do it. Do it, dog.
Hell yeah, dude. Delete them.
Delete me. Delete me, daddy. What's going on with Helix today? It's a long weekend in Canada. I don't think America has a long weekend this weekend. Alright, I officially cannot find any music videos on YouTube. Why not? Intentionally or unintentionally?
The music video people.
CSAC can suck my balls?
Yeah, CSAC are taking everything down.
What's CSAC?
They like to record RIA, but not.
But they were, but that doesn't make any sense.
For-profit performance right organization in the United States.
But if it's like uploaded by Warner Brothers, like if it's an official, like a licensing company for music.
Oh yeah. Licensing.
But like
YouTube licensing distribute blocks some popular artists' music videos from.
Oh yeah, what's a popular artist? Does it have any?
Martin Garrix.
I said popular.
Oh yeah, he's popular. He's popular with the boys.
Is he popular if I've never heard of him? We were just listening to him on the way here.
We might have been. I wasn't paying attention.
Yeah, we were. But I was gonna say, isn't it? You're just a boomer, Curb? No. Of course, I know. It's okay to be senile. Is it? Because your president wasn't allowed to run for a second term.
Sure wasn't.
No, I was gonna say you popular. You were gonna say like Sabrina Carpenter.
Oh, Sabrina Carpenter. Yes,
Or
indeed.
like, I don't know, Charlie XCX. Even though Brat Summer's over.
Is it?
Yeah, it is over. It's Spratfall now.
Bradfall is just beginning, everyone. Don't
Colton.
worry.
Colton, you better figure out how to do save states. Why would you save over save state? Just make a new one.
Always make a new one.
Aren't they like 20 kilobytes? Just make an infinite amount of save states. I'll allow it.
Ooh, if you have a mouse, you'll never turn off this computer. You'll never turn off your computer again.
Oh yeah.
Play this for 1 minute. See why everyone is addicted. This one's called Desert Order.
Desert Order.
If you have a computer, this game is a must.
Really? Wow.
Raid Shadow Legends.
Oh god. No, thank you. I'll pass. I don't need Raid Shadow Legends.
No, nobody wants Raid Shadow Legends.
Must make money though.
Yes.
They're still doing it.
They sure are. It is one of the best games you've ever played.
Really?
Yeah.
If I played it, I would never turn off my computer.
You would
again.
never turn off your computer again.
Crazy.
I know. It's
Crazy
wild.
stuff. I did go back from a different save I had and got back to the sewer at like 30-ish minutes later. Oh, okay, that's not too bad then. I haven't played Resident Evil 2 in a long time, but I fucking loved the shit out of it when I played it on the PS1. OG PS1 on my CRT TV.
Ooh, CRT TV.
CRT TV. The T in CRT does not stand for TV.
Nope.
So it's not saying
Stands for
ATM
tube.
machine. It's different.
CRT TV.
Cathode ray tube television.
Using its cathode ray tube blaster.
Yeah.
Blast your eyeballs with cathodes. Wait, no, it uses its cathode ray to blast your eyeballs.
Yeah, exactly.
In the tube.
Yeah, it's no
Something.
ATM machine, so.
Yes. The automatic teller machine.
I don't know if I've ever said ATM machine ever.
I don't think I have either. So
I wouldn't call it a machine either, so.
No.
I guess it's in the name, but
Yep.
it's not a machine to me, it's a computer.
It's got
I guess maybe when
mechanical parts to
when they
get the
first
money
came
out.
out, it was probably all run on an abacus. They made a song about you, Curb. It's insane. All right, let's click on this. See what this is called. Peanut butter. Is this about a guy fucking a jar of peanut butter?
Ooh.
It's just called peanut butter.
Peanut. Oh, yeah, it's got a hole in the middle of
Yeah.
it, so it definitely is.
It's interesting. I don't think so.
That's a jam. Actually, it's peanut butter.
Yeah,
No jam.
exactly.
What is happening here?
I'm allergic to peanuts. Just kidding, I'm not.
No. It's allergic to nut.
I think I was allergic to walnuts when I was a baby.
Oh?
Jam or peanut butter, Curb? Are we talking about on a sandwich or on your penis?
Whoa.
So in a sandwich, it's both. And on my penis, it's neither. Which would you use in a pinch? So, speaking of that.
It has to be jam.
Yeah.
You can't use jelly.
Oh yeah, that's right.
You gotta jam it.
Oh, I thought you were doing a thing about, the flaming lips.
Oh, I instantly thought about that.
I was listening to a podcast or a YouTube video about murders and shit, and there was a guy who killed this old woman, like 98 years old, and then when she was dead, he used her hand to jack him off, and he used blueberry jam as the lube. It's like, wow, that kid's fucked up.
Yes.
Yeah.
At least it was blueberry.
Yeah.
The most viscous of the jam.
Yeah, WTF, right? Exactly. Heard about that one? It's horrid? Yeah, exactly. Imagine living to be 98 years old and some kid kills you. It made me frown. Yeah, at work I was just like, oh god.
Gross.
This is not too good.
No.
They turned my smile upside down. That's what a frown is for sure.
Yep, an upside down smile.
Yep.
Technically. Visually, anyway.
And he like took pictures and recorded it on his phone and all this shit. It's fucked up.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
And then he told people, and then he was like surprised he got caught.
Yeah.
They told the cops. It's like weird.
Well, weird. You confess to a crime and then you get punished for it. That's strange. That's super strange, actually.
Yep.
I don't understand why.
We live in a society, ... Yeah, pretty much. Doesn't happen in our society too much, though.
No.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Not very often.
No.
But, I don't know. I mean, even if we compared the population of just what kind of crimes happen in California to Canada, we still lose. We got rookie numbers.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
California does it.
I mean, California's got more people than we do in Canada.
Yeah, but even proportionately.
Per capita?
Yeah, the crimes are...
The per capita crime rate?
Nah.
I mean, Kamloops might be up there.
Are they at the hub?
We sure are, Neangelo.
Yeah, dog.
All the equipment's here, so this is where we podcast from now.
Yeah, dude. California is a war zone, IRL. True. I don't know. I don't think it's as bad as it once was.
Look at my Galvantula EX I pulled. You like that?
Oh my god.
It's all shiny.
That's beautiful. Master fights for her life to not get her shit stolen. Exactly. Galvantula EX.
It's Pokemon time today.
Is it?
Yeah, the Pokemon boys come in today and play.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I know.
That's cool.
It is. Trying to get more communities in.
What about Spellfire? You shit on it the other day when I brought it up.
I mean...
You shat all over my idea.
We get Spellfire cards in. Where's the Spellfire community? They gotta show
right
up
here. Are the cards edible? Technically anything's edible.
Yep, you can eat anything. Literally anything.
Yep.
You put it in your mouth.
Chew it up.
Goes down smooth.
Did you ever see Mr. T? No, you don't even know who Mr. T is, Felix, but he would always eat the notes and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
On the A-team.
Sure would.
Be like, here's a ticket, a fine, and you just eat it. What ticket? And they'd be like, sorry, sir.
What ticket?
Yeah. I pity the fool. And then they'd have to drug him to get him going and playing because he's so scared. Remember when they'd roofie Mr. T and it would fade to black and he'd wake up in another state? Pretty good.
It is pretty good.
Yeah.
That's the way I'd do it.
Yep.
Roofie myself.
Mr. T.
So I don't have to travel.
Is he still alive?
Barcephalus, whatever the hell his name is.
Barcephalus? That sounds like something that is a head disease.
Name?
Where your head is mouse-shaped.
B.A. Baracus.
Oh, B.A. Baracus.
Baracus, that was his name in the thing.
On A-team.
His name is Lawrence Trude. I was like Trudeau, but it's all the letters of Trudeau, but not spelled right.
Oh, okay. You got lots to talk about? We got some stuff to talk about.
Tureaud. Trude.
Oh, yeah. I saw him on Dr. Phil or not Dr. Phil. Like Donahue or Oprah back in the day, and he said his name was Mr. T because he's Mr. Tough to bad guys and Mr. Tender to women and children. Ain't no party like a Diddy party? Yeah, exactly.
I mean, he's not much older than us.
Hmm?
He's not much older than us.
He's gotta be 70.
Yeah, 72.
Yeah.
That's not much older.
It's almost like double as old as us, dude.
Almost, but not quite.
Are any of those guys alive? Except, George Papard is dead.
T-Bone's alive.
Really?
Yep. He's currently 72.
George Papard died. I think he died of AIDS. He was gay. He was Hannibal.
Hannibal Lecter?
No, just Hannibal.
Oh.
Liam Neeson. Hannibal.
Liam Neeson.
How many Diddy parties did you go to, Helix?
He's been to all the Diddy parties.
Yeah.
He's too old for them now anyway.
Pretty crazy. 0 Diddy parties?
Oh, yeah. I was the correct age to go to a Diddy party, I suppose, when Diddy was active.
Really?
Oh, no. Too old.
You were the... No, it's not about him molesting young people.
It's about him sex trafficking everybody?
Yeah.
I could have been sex trafficked.
Yeah. You could have been sex trafficked?
Yeah, who knows?
Well, he only hired male prostitutes.
Ooh.
To fuck the chicks. Like Cassie. Non-stop freak off.
Non-stop freak off.
That's why I need 1,000 bottles of baby oil.
Ah.
You wouldn't be able to walk in his home anyway. There'd be oil everywhere. Yeah, you'd be slipping and sliding. Exactly. 1,000 bottles is insane. Yeah.
So we got 1,000 bottles of baby oil.
His lawyer said something like, it's just like when you go to Costco, they have a good deal. So you buy like the big pack. That's why he had 1,000.
Yes.
Why wouldn't you just buy a drum of it or something?
just get a drum shipped from the factory.
Yeah.
Just give me a drum.
Or like have it like piped through his house. Like you got your water tap and then there's the baby oil tap. And then Costco blasted them by saying they don't even sell baby oil.
LaMayo.
Maybe not that brand, but I would think they sell baby oil.
I would imagine so.
They sell everything else, so.
Does Costco carry baby oil?
Maybe he went to Sam's
it's just
Club.
the brand.
Maybe he went to Sam's Club.
They don't carry that particular brand.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it wasn't Kirkland brand baby oil.
Oh, licensed toddler 2-piece sleep set. Baby shark.
Oh. Anyways, it'll be interesting to see if what the court records, the description of the freak off videos that they confiscate. Because he was like the ultimate moron and was like, let me film all my crimes. They also found hundreds of dildos. Well, that's everybody's house, though.
Dildos and guns?
Not in Canada. No guns, just dildos.
No, that's my house. What are you talking about?
You have dildos and guns?
Dildos and guns.
Oh my gosh. Dildo gun. Just shoots dildos. What is this weird, like, mod for Enter the Gungeon? Can confirm. Oh no. Oh no. That's crazy. A dildo launcher? Exactly. That's got to be a weapon in Saints Row, right?
100%.
Yeah.
Weapon in Saints Row.
Dildo RPG? Rocket propelled. No, it's a dildo RPD. Rocket propelled dildo. Oh my gosh.
An RPF.
Rocket propelled.
Oh, P. RPP.
Rocket propelled.
Penis. Or phallus.
Phallus. Just chop it off.
Yep. Pew!
Oh no.
Splat.
Oh god.
The Splat Master, they call it.
Oh no. Yeah, that would be a splat master for sure. Self-propelled dildo artillery.
The RPDA.
Ooh. Self-propelled. How's it self-propelled?
Shoots out the tip. So it goes backwards.
50 caliber.
It goes backwards. It just goes.
I see. That makes sense. I never thought of it that way.
It's like Mentos and Coke, you know?
Oh, yeah.
Comes out the tip.
Yeah.
With enough, ferocity.
What kind of velocity could you get in space if you ejaculated?
I don't know. You'd have to time your strokes correctly.
Oh, yeah. And then you would both go the same speed away from each other?
Yep.
Makes sense.
I guess it all depends on how much air friction there is.
In outer space?
Yeah.
I think 0.
Well, because if you'd
be sent flying. Exactly.
Someone's got to have done it.
Probably. I would think so. Up in the space
station. You get lonely up there, you know?
Yeah. Do you think those two that are trapped up there right now are boning nonstop?
Pretty tough to bone, I think.
How so?
You can't, there's nothing holding anybody down.
They have special apparatus for sleeping. I'm sure you
like
could
supposed
modify.
to, eh? Sent flying at 50 miles an hour.
50 miles an hour, eh?
Yeah. Isn't that what it comes out at?
Would you be accelerating, right?
Yes. Ejaculate speed. 45 kilometers an hour.
Oh my god, the works account here is getting all fucked up. Google Recs are going to be wild now. 45 kilometers per hour. It's pretty quick.
All right, we're just going to Google it. How fast would you accelerate in space from ejaculation?
Oh, God. It's going to take you to Reddit for sure.
Oh, yeah, it totally did.
Yeah, of course.
By multiplying the mass of your ejaculation by its velocity, the force is equal to 0.0075 newtons.
Ah. Reddit question exactly. Terminal velocity.
Top. When you ejaculate in space, does it push you backwards? Top answer, not if you want to live.
Yeah, well, that's true. I heard Diddy was trying to invest in Tesla or SpaceX so he could have a freak off in outer space. World's first freak off in outer space. Technically, you could achieve the speed of light if you did it enough. Well, no, technically you couldn't. Like, that's the whole thing about like Einstein's theory of relativity. Is that as you approach the speed of light, your mass becomes infinite.
Yep.
So it would take an infinite amount of energy to move you. So
Be hooped. Wouldn't go anywhere.
In theory, nothing can go with the speed of light.
Mm-hmm.
But
only light.
Yeah. But that's also is not true either because gravity moves faster than the speed of light, in theory. I guess maybe not speed-wise, but if light cannot escape the gravity's pull, doesn't that say something?
Pizza.
Pizza cat.
Samurai pizza cat.
Also, space is expanding.
Ever expanding, yes.
Than the speed of light.
Ooh.
Boom.
I need to take my medicine.
Uh-oh. He's got to do another bump.
I sure do.
He'll be back momentarily. Excuse me. How's it going, Pizza Cat? His medicine is hard drugs. Yep, it's true. How rude. We'll allow it, though. The pure Colombian. Exactly. Some Bolivian marching powder. Work has been crazy for me, so thankfully I've pretty much done everything I need to do for the 10-10, so it can get back to a bit normalcy now. But I've been working my ass off. I had to work yesterday on a Saturday. What the fuck? We don't miss you? Oh, okay. That's good to know. Oh. You went outside, but it's not outside. I thought it was actual medicine he was talking about.
No, it's fiber. Eat regular.
Oh, yeah? Why don't you eat prunes? They're way more delicious. Burned. It's sad that I'm unmissed. I don't miss you either. So there. In your face. Is the store not open today or what? Yeah. I thought it opened at 11.
No, dude.
Oh. I know you lying. He's capping. No cap, for real, for real.
Who capping?
Me, apparently.
Oh, you capping?
Apparently.
Why you capping?
I don't know.
Oh.
Just felt like the thing to do.
Oh.
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 What do you mean, oh? Excuse me. Did you guys see this Australian government using Gen Z language in a speech? It sucked. Oh, yeah. That was like a Skibbity Toilet Riz on Colbert.
Ah, the old Skibbity Toilet Riz.
Yeah.
I've got a little bit of that myself.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty bad. Pretty bad. Yeah, I saw it. I'm not gonna watch that. At work, it's like sale for like the anniversary of the store's 55th year or whatever.
Yes.
So they were doing trivia. So I'm trying to work, and every like 20 minutes there'd be a page that comes through the office because pages go through the whole store.
Yeah.
Like, okay, customers, come up and tell me like the catchphrase of the store or whatever. And I'm just like, oh my god. Do my coworkers have Skibbity Riz? My coworkers have zero Riz of any type. No cap. No phantom tax? Oh my god. Just delete them from the internet. Curb is the main Rizzler? Yeah, probably. What were they thinking? To reach the Gen Millennial vote or something? Gen Z vote? Something?
We're gonna catch a dub with the boys on Fork.
You know what that was? It was just whoever's in charge of their social media was like, I have to justify my job.
Gats and services tax.
Gats? You will not. There will be no taxing of gats on my watch. I gotta say.
My god, everyone's just capping.
No cap. We will have no gat tax.
More goated Australia.
Good eye, mate.
God, I can't believe she got through that without fucking just losing it.
Imagine if Biden was talking like that.
I mean, he kind of talks like that anyway. Doesn't know what the hell he's talking about. So nothing he says is making sense sometimes.
They give him a second term immediately. Nah, dude.
Talking like that guy was commenting on our previous video.
Oh yeah, that guy was well dented.
Yes.
Good stuff.
What the hell did he say? Got it right here. Maybe.
It was like a bot that didn't know what it was doing, or he doesn't speak English properly. One of the two.
Yeah, so weird.
Yeah.
All these comments just come in. I'm like,
well, he's
what
like
is this guy
commenting
talking
as
about?
he was watching it.
Yeah, yeah.
So
it was.
Maybe it wasn't a bot. I don't know. It was weird.
It was very weird.
What is this little Zavent? Pizza Cat. Zavent. She got his badge for watching Zavent 2024.
Ah, Z-Vent.
She's a fucking badge slut.
Yes.
Slut for badges.
Slut for badges. It definitely is.
That's okay.
Yeah.
Who's in here now?
Garian's just shown up.
Oh, Garian.
Old badgie.
Just saw him walk by now.
Yeah, very good.
Didn't y'all's bridge burn down? Yep.
You sure did.
Sure did.
Made Mexican news.
The province is... Really?
Yeah.
The province said they're going to rebuild it.
Are they?
What's his name? Our premier? What's his name? Frey or something like that?
I don't know.
Counts as like Gotham. Yeah. Yeah, he said that they're going to rebuild it.
Why?
Well, it's like a...
You got to build it better.
No, it's going to be like a heritage bridge or something like
Yeah.
that. Yeah, like turn it into a bike bridge or something like that.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Well, they need a bridge there, though. Like
well,
an actual
yeah, but like build a
bridge.
real bridge. And
Yeah.
then use this as like... Just like a riding bridge. You know?
Yeah.
That's like this... Oh, God. Oh, my God. This bridge is like barely wide enough for two cars to go on it. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's
It's an old wood bridge.
4,000 GVW.
Yeah. That's it?
Yeah. I think it's 4,000 GVW.
Jesus Christ. Can
So
you take a Tesla over it?
no.
That's crazy.
So like having like and people would just take the most ridiculous things down that
Oh,
bridge.
yeah.
You're like, what are you doing?
Yeah. Yeah, it was literally like a bridge from like, when was it built? Like 1920 or something like that?
I think it's like 80 years old. I think that was what that was.
So maybe even a little later than the 20s.
Yeah.
That couldn't hold up queso.
Rude.
I don't understand queso.
He's just one of them guys who likes to yell at things.
Yeah, but I guess if you enjoy that, you enjoy that, I guess.
Yeah. I'm not a yell at things enjoyer.
No. Seen his clips and I just was like, I don't understand.
Watch my clips.
Yeah.
Watch my clips.
Yeah. I like sketches. Clips are generally funny, so I get that. And I don't know. What other clips do I see? That's it, really.
I don't know. I just watch clips of Yeah. Fillion.
Who?
Fillion.
Who's Fillion?
VTuber. Extreme.
Okay. Iron Mouse got banned from YouTube.
Did she?
Yeah.
What the hell?
They reinstated her though. It was like false DMCAs, and the only way she could counter them was to she had to dox herself to the claimant, so she didn't do it. But YouTube got involved and was like, okay, we'll just reinstate her. Fillion is a W streamer.
Fillion is a W streamer. Yeah. She just full commits on everything.
I guess me and Helix have also been watching a few clips of the old doctor. The doctor's been in the house with his fucking moronic stuff he's saying.
Oh, yeah.
What a clown. The return, Mosh. Welcome in. What's going on, dude? What were you playing?
Yeah, what is that game? The Long Winter? The Wintering Dark? The Forever Winter? That's what it is.
Yeah. What's the deal with that?
Is it an extraction shooter? Is it PvP, PvE? Is it, what is it?
The Forever Winter. Yeah.
I'm watching some video on it. It's
Mosh, did you burn down the bridge? I don't think Mosh would burn down the bridge.
Somebody tried to burn the bridge down and then succeeded in burning the bridge down.
Obviously.
It was probably someone who was upset with the bridge.
So they decided to burn it down?
Probably.
I don't understand people.
I don't know why either.
I mean, the bridge sucks. Yes, I agree. But, we only have one bridge. I guess that's not true.
No. We've got many bridges. We've got 4. 3 now, but.
Yeah. 4? Where's the other one?
We got, Overlander.
Uh-huh.
We got, the highway that doesn't have a name. We got
the one coming into the North Shore?
Yeah.
yeah.
Overlander, Blue Bridge,
okay,
and then
okay. Yeah.
Oh god, what's the name of that street?
Over here or over on the North Shore?
Yeah, we're on the North Shore.
Ord Road?
Yeah.
Halston,
that's it.
Yeah.
The Halston Bridge,
yeah.
The Overlander, the Highway Bridge with no name.
I'm sure it has.
And then the Red Bridge.
I got that shit lit up. I should become PM of Canada. I don't know if we have a rule about you having to be born in Canada to be Prime Minister.
Yeah, I don't know either.
I know you don't need to be born in Canada to be a premier, much like America. But I don't know if we have that in Canada. Probably not.
Yeah, you should have come up and started campaigning. Because it's election time.
Yeah.
For almost both? We're doing both provincial and?
Maybe.
And then federal?
Maybe. You're going to invade America from Canada? I think we would lose.
Probably.
I think we would definitely lose.
We'd have to have superior technology.
Which we don't have.
We do have the fact that we are Canadian, and that's about it.
I saw a clip of Baby No Money. He was on a debate stage for they were about, it was they were running for president. It was hosted by Hassan.
Mm-hmm.
And there was a bunch of other people on the stage. And they asked Baby No Money, who would be the worst person on the stage to be president? And he was like, well, if I had to say, it would be me because I'm Canadian. So I wouldn't be president. But then he said something but you know what? I don't want to say who would be the worst. I want to say who I think would be the best for it. And he said his stuff. They cut that part out because all Hassan said was no, you're supposed to be mudslinging. You're being very Canadian right now. And I'm going to take 1 point away from you. Yeah, I don't like Hassan either, but
no,
he was a funny clip anyways.
That is funny.
Yeah, he's doing a lot of stuff with streamers recently. He did a whole clips with Pokimane, and I mean she's Canadian too, but I'm back. Mom called. Oh, I called you what did I call her?
A badge slut.
Yeah, I called you a badge slut. So you missed that. You're a slut for badges.
Yeah, I got my prom badge. That's it.
Your wish?
I don't have any badges.
No.
I got my Prime subscription badge. That's it.
Oh yeah. Hassan is Curb is a foot slut? No, not really.
Tell us something we didn't know.
No.
No.
I'm a little badge whore. There you go. That's what I meant to say. Whore, not slut.
Yes.
Sluts do it for free. Whores get paid. You've been exposed? Who? Me or Peakscat?
Both. Toes exposed.
The son is two-based. Is he?
How was your birthday there, Mosh? I was unable to stop by due to gastrointestinal distress.
Oh God, hate when that happens.
Just playing a lot of Jackbox. Jack in the Box. I'm thinking of starting couch this back up.
Oh baby.
Get a couch in the store and just stream from the store.
Like
that nice, yeah, we got that nice little setup now.
Oh baby. I hate stomachs. Did all the hits with a full 8.
Nice. Wheat.
I like my stomach.
There's more intestines than stomach.
Oh yeah. I get you.
This should be eradicated. Eradicate the stomach.
What about a cow?
4 stomachs.
I know, it's crazy.
How do you
Bivalve?
even-
No, is that what it is?
Hmm?
I thought they had a name.
Oh, I don't know.
They chew their cud.
Yeah, cud chewers.
Classic cud chewers.
Just slam it all down and then chew it later.
Yeah.
You might as well.
They put a magnet in a cow's stomach to catch metal.
Oh.
Yeah.
They
So it'll stick to it and then it won't try to pass it.
Interesting.
They force them and they eat a big magnet. Because they'll just eat it off the ground. Ah, whatever. It's cutting my mouth. It's a piece of barbed wire. Oh, well. I told Bobby to prepare once he got added to the GC because he's going to get brain rot every day.
Brain rot every day.
Added to the GC? What?
The Google chat.
No. I don't think so.
The Garctic. What is going on, camera?
Nope, now it stopped working. Is it not
Am I
plugged
just
in?
completely... Oh, no, I'm still here.
It's not plugged in.
Yeah, it's plugged in.
Oh, it's plugged in.
I'm still here. It's still... Oh, there it goes. Now it's off. Hello?
Webcam gone. I can see you up here.
Oh, it's disconnected from the PC.
Uh-oh.
Row.
And that camera does not like us talking about Bobby.
Sure doesn't. You want to give it a quick off and on?
How do I do that?
Just with that dingus.
Sensor cleaning. I miss Frank taking over the podcast.
There we go.
Frank would run away if we brought Frank here.
He wouldn't.
He wouldn't
He'd
just try to sneak out the door?
No, he'd chill.
Really?
He doesn't go anywhere where I'm not. So if I'm here, he will be too.
Frank is asleep right now?
He could be.
Maybe.
Oh, there it goes. Oh, it's back.
It's gone on the stream. Why is it doing that?
I don't know. Oh, there it goes.
See a little picture icon?
Yeah, it's being silly right now.
There's Angel Baby Frank.
Weird.
Need a little animated gif of
Oh, there it
Frank.
goes.
What's happening?
I don't know. I could not tell you.
Would Frank freak out at the hub, or would he be a chill store cat? Mosh, would you go to a game store freak off? It makes a noise every time it goes. Yeah. Yeah. Game store freak off. That would be gross as fuck. It'd be just like 60 dudes.
Well, guess that's not going to work.
I can see you on the screen here. Maybe
I know it's not connected to the PC.
it needs to be plugged into a hole.
Oh, it was working just fine, though.
Yeah, no.
Warning.
Give it the old smack.
Your
Smack
printer
that.
is low on ink.
Yeah, the shutter. Yeah. Yeah, I can hear it when I'm doing it. Or when we're here. I'll be like, huh? What the frick?
I just don't think it makes a very good webcam.
Excuse
I have to
me.
buy another one. Another something else.
Expensive.
Well, yeah.
Write it off.
Have to.
Claim it as stolen. Not the MacBoo.
Rachel Armstrong has found some money.
I really like Mosh's laugh animation. My what?
His laugh animation?
Yeah.
What? Let's find the oldest photo of me on Facebook and use that.
That's what we're gonna have. Me and a picture of you.
Yeah.
Just baby content.
Oh no, you guys are gonna like this one.
Uh-oh. You're tickled yourself.
Yes. Oh god, no, 2000.
Just put Skibbity Toilet with Curb's face on it on Mikey's side of the screen. Oh yeah. Skibbity Toilet Riz.
Crop.
Tourbox Elite Plus is coming.
Ooh. There we go.
I don't see it yet.
Damn it.
Oh my lord. Look at that, man. The luscious locks. It's spelled Skibbity, you barbarian. Whoa.
Is that AI? Nope.
Are you wearing a
Crystal Glass shirt?
Yeah.
Yeah. I still have that shirt. It's comfy as frig.
Oh my god. Why do you have that shirt?
I don't know. I got it like 30 years ago.
Okay. 29-year-old MT.
Yep.
Is that how old you're in this picture?
29?
Yeah.
No, way younger.
Oh yeah.
This is like just out of high school.
Oh yeah.
It's probably like 21, 22.
Oh yeah.
No, I guess not just out of high school.
And where was this taken?
On a houseboat.
On the
the
Schwab?
Okanagan.
Oh,
Yeah,
on
or
the
the Schwab,
Okanagan.
rather, yeah.
Holy shit. Me and Matador just babies? I don't think so. I don't think so.
Baby has baby.
And don't put yourself in the boat with Helix. No one buys that shit. No one buys that shit that you try to sell. You had the cinder block jawline that early, eh?
Yep. It's me, man. I hit max level right there.
This is the Lake Chad picture right here.
Yeah.
Great. So I'm gonna send you to the free curb. Uh-oh.
The freak, say chic.
I don't want to go to the freak. I don't want to go to the freak off.
I'm allergic to baby oil.
There was rumors that like Diddy would make dudes blow each other like as a power play.
That's a power play, all right.
Yeah. And that was like, someone said that. I don't remember who said it, and I was like, yeah, right. And now I'm like, oh, yeah, he's right. I believe it now.
I believe
Yep.
the power play.
So we're going to have me and then you as a static image.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
I mean, that's all I can do at the time.
1,000 miles of lube and baby oil is fucking crazy. I need that much for a freak off.
Yup.
You gotta have it.
You gotta have it.
Gotta have
If you're not, you don't have it, you're not freaking. You're not freaking off, that's for real.
Exactly.
For sure.
Oh, well, that's okay. Costco came in with a statement.
Sure
they
did.
said, we are the official supplier of the freak off. He was a Costco Platinum membership. And they don't sell baby oil in bulk. Costco will sell anything in bulk.
They sure do, including olives.
Yeah, olives.
Ooh,
Yummy.
very yummy.
Yep. This cat loves olives. Ain't good enough of them, I believe. Ew. Yuck. Costco doesn't sell anything in general? No?
Oh.
Costco. That's bulk freak offs, exactly. I got free eggs from the Independent.
Free eggs.
Yeah.
Hello.
Costco kimchi is pretty good. Ugh. Mosh founded the freak offs. Yeah, in the app it was like you get free eggs, butter, or peppers. So you got free eggs. Freak off Olympics. It's like a marathon, not a sprint. At the Freak Off Olympics.
Yeah.
I love the Olympics.
It's like speed walking.
Oh god, yeah.
You got lots of hip dry rating.
Yep. LA 2028.
Let's go.
I don't give a fuck about the Olympics.
No?
No.
What about the shooter guy?
The Turkish shooter guy?
The Turkish shooter guy.
I don't give a fuck about him either.
He's awesome.
Just because he's a dude wearing a t-shirt.
Just because he's just like out there with one eye closed, just taking silver. Everyone's all meched up. He's just like
their goggles on,
bang.
and little like fucking spy glasses and shit.
Yep.
No, I don't care about the fucking Olympics. Can't wait to see LA clean before the Olympics come and get trashed again after it's over. Yeah, what are they gonna do with all the homeless people?
Yeah, right.
Send them to San Diego or San Francisco.
No crumping.
There's gonna be no crumping.
No crumping at the Olympics.
People crump still.
Oh yeah,
They do.
yeah. It's huge in the Olympics this year.
That was breakdancing.
Yeah. No, she was crumping.
She was crumping.
She was crumping. Crumped her way from Australia to the
Send them
Olympics.
Hawaii. Well, there's not gonna be breakdancing in LA, so
That's because of all the crumping.
what's the trial sport in LA? Do they have one? Have they said what it is yet?
Oh, LA? They got to do paintball.
He was like James Bond versus Spy Kids. Send them to the Pacific. The middle of it? Like on the garbage patch? No surfing either? Oh, whatever. I don't care.
When are they going to make paintball an Olympic sport?
Never.
Got to.
No. Mikey's first love. This kid right here in this picture, he's thinking about paintball.
I am thinking about paintball for sure.
Yeah, guaranteed. And surfing is like our state sport. I thought leaning was your state sport. The Pacific Garbage Patch is LA in the ocean. That's cool.
There's a good reason paintball is an Olympic sport.
Because it sucks. Airsoft. They may as well have Nerf guns in the Olympics.
What is this website?
Like 5 miles away from me.
Why does it have velocity when I scroll?
But do we know what the trial sport is for this Olympics coming up?
2020.
Is it not cleaning the streets of California state sport?
Baseball.
Oh, baseball.
Baseball, cricket, flag football, lacrosse, and squash.
Flag football?
Oh, they should do lacrosse.
Like, football's only played in 2 countries.
They should do Aussie football.
No, hurling.
Oh, hurling.
Yeah. Our state sport here in New Mexico is making math.
Ah, yes.
Is that where Breaking Bad took place in Mexico? Makes sense. Meth is important.
Extremely important for the economy.
Is it? In
The
what
drug
way?
dealer economy.
Got to keep people down. But that's by choice, though.
Yes.
It's not like they're prescribing meth to people.
Well, unless you have ADHD.
Oh, yeah.
Then you get Ritalin.
Inquisitive Expediter can suck on a dick. Ban. Thank you, Peaks Cat. What was I going to say? Oh. I don't know. If you take meth, it's kind of on you. You know? Because you should look out the window and be like, wow, that's what you look like on meth? I'm going to hit me up with that shit, man. Let me try that. These guys got all their shit together. Let me try some meth.
You gotta do the math.
Try it and get hooked.
9 and you get
Try
hooked.
it once, get hooked.
Get
no,
hooked
thank
forever.
You. I'm past. The Galaxy Gas?
Oh, you gotta do the Galaxy Gas. Let's go.
Is that any different than people doing whippets? I don't think so.
No,
just
it's
on a
the exact same.
larger scale. My bad, Leo's on my keyboard. Oh man, he's just pounding out some
Truth bombs.
some Shakespeare, some truth bombs.
Some truth bombs for sure.
Let's rename this to the Truth Bomb Podcast.
With Leo.
Yeah, with Leo.
The Truth Bomb Podcast. Featuring Leo.
Yeah. It's a good idea.
Cutest baby 2024.
Indeed. I heard he's going to be the mascot. Did Leo take that picture of Mikey? They time traveled to do it.
Yep.
There was a lady walking down the street and handling a computer cleaner. Saw it yesterday. Hell yeah, dog.
Computer cleaner?
No, like the compressed air.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it'll fuck you up for like 3 seconds.
That's like dimethyl ether.
Yeah. It'll fuck you up for like 3 seconds, and then you have to keep doing it.
While freezing your lungs out.
COVID is older than Leo, dude. Yeah. He missed everything. Yeah, he locked out.
Sure did.
He'll be around for like COVID monkeypox.
Mpox.
Yeah.
Mpox.
Yeah.
I love a good mpox.
Do you?
Not really.
No, I didn't think so.
I've never seen it. Is it here?
I mean, maybe.
Could be.
Is it in the room with us?
Are you in the room with us? Yes.
Oh, Ouija board.
Ouija board it.
You sell that?
No.
Why not?
Not an actual game.
Yeah, it is.
It's American made.
What does that mean?
We don't carry American made games.
You don't? Better get rid of all that magic.
Yep. Only Richard Garfield American made games.
Oh, really?
Yeah. That's true.
Let me see if I can... Oh, what about Lorcana?
That's Richard Garfield.
Oh, is it?
Kind of.
What about...
We have many games out there that are Richard Garfield.
Mm-hmm.
He's a game maker extraordinaire.
What was that one? Illuminati or whatever?
Illuminati.
The one he sold the rights of Magic to because he wanted to make the other game?
What's the other game?
It was another card game, but it was like a tarot-sized deck game.
Oh, I don't know.
And that was what he wanted to make, and he sort of made Magic to be like, you know, you can have this game, but I want to make my other game, and they're like, all right, fine. What was it called? Let's see. If I type in Richard Garfield second game.
Richard Garfield, born in 1963.
Oh, The Great Dalmoody is what I'm thinking of, I think. Yeah, The Great Dalmoody.
Yep, that's a good game.
Yeah. That was
one
the
of my
game
favorites.
he wanted to make.
He helped with Keyforge, Netrunner,
Mhm.
BattleTech, Vampire the Eternal Struggle, Star Wars, the trading card game, The Great Dalmoody, Artifact, Robo Rally.
Oh my god, he worked on Artifact?
Yep.
Oh my god.
A partial list of games designed by Garfield, Turbo Hearts. Goost, Twitch, Spynet, Mindbug. King of Tokyo, King of New York, King of Monster Island. Of course.
Of course.
Of course.
Of course, of course.
Solforge.
He's in the walls? Who? Richard Garfield or Leo? Uncle Leo!
Uncle Leo.
Yeah.
When Leo grows up, is he just going to be Uncle Leo to us?
Tito Leo?
Tito Leo?
Yeah. Isn't that how it goes?
Maybe. That's Master.
I don't know. I don't speak Spanish.
Neither do I.
I only speak one language. American.
Not even Canadian.
No, I actually do speak Canadian. American. Donde está la biblioteca? That's where I have to go to figure out if it's Tito Leo.
I guess so.
The biblioteca.
With the Oranga Discoteca.
I wonder how we got to library when everyone else got to bibliothèque.
I don't know.
It's just weird, because that's how it is in French as well.
Yeah.
So.
Why is it Biblioteca?
Library must be from Greek or something like that.
Why is it called a bibliography?
Because it's a Bible.
Bibliotech comes from the Greek word books.
Yeah. But how did we get library? What the fuck is library?
Why is it called library? Library comes from the Latin word meaning book.
Oh. I see.
So it's
Library.
it's
Is
either
that how I said it?
library. Yep, it is library. Library. There's
Library.
another R in there.
I don't think I say library.
Library.
I bet you Pete's cat says library. though.
Library.
She says pizza
She does say pizza.
and library. Right,
Library literally means a place for books.
Yeah, okay. Interesting.
So I guess it all depends on if you come from the Latins or the Greeks.
That's like with the Greek and Roman gods.
Mm-hmm.
I like that. I like that Thor guy, but we're gonna call him
John.
I don't know what Thor's other name is. Neptune and Poseidon, right? Same gods, different name.
Who's more powerful than Thor?
What are they gonna say? Hela? No, they had different names, I mean. What are the other ones?
Oh, Thor would be Zeus.
Okay. There's like Neptune.
Like Thor in Greek.
Yeah.
Zeus.
Like Achilles. They all had different names.
Yeah.
They were like, we like your pantheon, but we don't like the names.
We're going to take it,
We'll
smash
just
it
change
about,
it a little bit.
make
It's like
it,
when
legally distinct.
Yeah. You can copy my homework, just change it up a bit.
Exactly.
That's what they did.
They sure did.
Neptune, Poseidon, Uranus, and I don't know what their equivalents are. Achilles, etc. I can't think of any other ones. Uranus.
So the bar for the houseboat rail is perfectly placed in between the two photos, and it looks
Wow.
like it's just like a digital thing that's
I
there.
thought you did that.
No, that's the bar.
Wow.
The houseboat.
That's crazy.
I got my boy in the picture. My boy Evan
Mhm.
is right next to me, but he's not wearing any clothes.
He's nude. He's buck
Well,
ass.
he's got shorts on, but
Your anus. The anus. We anus. It's like the royal
The weenus.
anus. Yeah, the royal anus. We anus. You're in it, us.
Yes.
All right. In their butt.
All right. Should we start the show?
Surely we should start the show.
Well, then, hello, everyone.
Oh, my God.
Welcome to StreamVoid Podcast, episode 184.
You've got some sort of paralysis in your video feed here.
I know.
You're not moving at all. What's going on?
It is strange.
Yeah.
I am Mikey T, and across from me is Curb Stomp.
Hello.
You can find us everywhere under our respected monikers. That's right. If you're watching the video today, my camera doesn't seem to want to work for whatever reason, and I don't feel like fixing it. Because that could be a whole ordeal of starting and stopping and rebooting and all that kind of stuff.
All that stuff.
All that stuff. It's been a few weeks since we've done a recording due to multiple health issues on both of our parts.
Uh-huh.
But here we are.
Yep.
We're back.
Yep.
We're somewhat healthy.
Sure. We'll agree to that.
And it's episode 184.
Yep. It sure is.
And you know, this is the StreamVoid Podcast. This is a show about life and video games and everything in between.
Yes.
So tell me about that in between stuff, and I'll tell you about mine.
Okay. I've been working like a lot, getting ready for vacation time.
Oh,
it's almost 10/10.
Almost 10/10, ladies and gentlemen. Big 10/10 stream.
Yep. So I'm off.
10 days, 24 hours a day.
No, not 10 days.
Oh.
14 days.
14 days.
2 weeks. Actually, I'm taking 3 weeks off. And
21 days.
I'm not going to be streaming the whole time at the end of it because at the end of it, well, my roommate's getting married, so it's partly wedding times. I'm the MC, so I got to do stuff with that. So.
Nice.
Yepers. So that should be interesting. So he still hasn't set. We haven't talked about what he wants me to do. I think it's pretty late. Well, it's pretty laid back.
Yeah.
Because it's like, oh, you should dress up as like a Halloween costume for the wedding and stuff like that. So,
it's going to be a Halloween event.
It's like you can dress up any way you want, right? Basically. So I have to decide what kind of costume I'm going to wear. I don't know yet.
Very good.
I normally wear a mask.
Herman Munster.
I don't. Herman Munster. I can't really wear a mask if I'm going to be talking on a microphone. I don't think. Pretty a little muffled, I think.
So the dress is a sexy clown.
No.
How many sexy clowns do you think we're going to see this year? For Halloween?
A couple, I would think.
I think so too.
They're trending on TikTok a little bit. I keep seeing clown girls.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I've been working a lot to get everything done that I need to get done before my vacation.
Yes.
Because it's what we call booking season.
Booking season! It's happening. We're doing it. We're booking.
Yeah, so I have to buy all this shit for next year for fishing.
Yeah.
And it's a fucking pain in the ass, man.
So many lures, so little time.
And I have to look at every single one and be like, oh, we sold out of this in June.
Mm-hmm.
I need to order more. Or like, oh, we ended up with way too many. I need to order less. And I need to do it for 4 different stores on every lure.
Oh, man.
So it's a bit of a pain. And thankfully, most of them, once it's done, I just generate an order. It's a PDF. I send it off. No problem. But there's one company, the biggest company, that will not take our orders that way.
Oh?
It has to be in their spreadsheet that they make.
Gross.
So every other year, I would manually go through and be like, okay, 6 of this. Let me find this lure. And there's like 20,000 items on the PDF or the spreadsheet.
Yep.
So I'd have to Control F, find it, put it in 4 different times. So this year I was just like, no, fuck this. I'm not doing this again. So I asked my good friend in the office, what can you do about this to make this easier? And
she's the technologist after all.
Yeah, well, in theory. Anyway, some of this, anyways. So there is a way to make a CSV when I make the orders.
Mm-hmm.
So I did that. And then she did something where she imported it into the spreadsheet, and it worked. Because I did a spot check to see if they actually fit in properly.
Yeah.
And the numbers weren't fucked up.
Yeah.
She did it one other time before I started doing the orders, and she fucked it up. Where she imported it, but every order for each store was off by 1. Mm-hmm. So rather than my store getting my numbers, they went to the next store, and their orders went to the next store.
Oh, no.
And then our store's orders were like the default number of minimum, basically.
Yeah.
So maybe we needed 48, but you have to order in 6s, so we got 6. So I remember the owner was like, "What's going on? Why are we out of stuff?" And I'm like, "Well, I didn't do the orders.
Yeah.
Then, whatever." He's like, "Well, what happened? What's going on?" And I'm just looking at the orders, and I'm like, "Well, they're screwed up because this store got our order, and this store got their order, and this store got their order, and we got like, and they're like, how do you know that?" I'm like, "Well, I can just look at it and I can see."
I know what I ordered.
Well, I didn't order it though, but I could see what we were supposed to get versus what we got.
Yeah.
And it was easy to look and be like, it says we're supposed to get 96. This store got 96. They were supposed to get 24, and this store got 24. So it was like, when I asked her if she could do it, I don't know if she feigned ignorance or whatever, but I had to remind her, like, "Hey, last time you did this, it was all fucked up. So
do it right.
Can you do it properly this time?" And it looks like she did do it properly this time.
Oh, that's good.
But it still took a long time for me to fucking do all that shit. So yeah, that took a long time. And then I didn't get them all done during the week, so I had to work yesterday to go in and do a bunch of orders.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking sucked. And it was like, we have an event going on at work because it's like the anniversary, so they were doing trivia calls through the radio all day. So I'm in the office, and every 20 minutes it'd be like, "Come tell us our company slogan and you get a prize." And it's just like, oh my God, how do I mute this fucking phone? And then I was sitting there. I started working at whatever, I don't know, 11 or 10, something like that. And I was there till like 1 or 2.
Mm-hmm.
And at lunchtime, the woman working was like, "Oh, we got pizza." I was like, "Oh, it's pizza." Fucking man. I've not had Pizza Hut in a while, but that shit is atrocious. It is so bad. I couldn't believe it. I was like, "Where did we get this pizza?" Like, oh my God. Like Pizza Hut? Oh my God, I don't remember it being this bad. Because it was so bad.
Yeah.
Oh, just like sloppy and like not cut properly. No, not in a good way.
Oh, yeah.
Not in a good way. Not in a good way. Just like, just terrible. I couldn't believe it.
I haven't had Pizza Hut in quite some time.
Yeah, I wouldn't recommend it.
No.
Like, literally anything else is better than that. I've had a bunch of different ones recently, and that fucking shit was just terrible. It looked bad, and like, I opened the box, and I was like, "Oh, gross." I mean, I ate it.
Yeah. Of course. It's free food.
Yeah, it was still just like, ugh, do not want. But I've been running around the warehouse getting everything, ready to go, and I'm dealing with the guy that we have there to just sometimes he works basically when I'm not at the warehouse doing pigs. He doesn't know anything, so I'll be like, "Why did you do this like this?" Or "Why did you not do this?" And he'll be like, "Oh, have not really an excuse, but he'll say why." And I had to like talk with him, be like, "Okay, you need to work on your efficiency and your speed and like everything." He's like, "Okay." He was very positive about it. Like, he wasn't like, "Oh, this is bullshit." But I was like, so I noticed that he was going to, like, not that I'm watching him, but I was like, he's going to the bathroom a lot. Like, I'll be working, but like, it's before 10. He's already been in the bathroom 4 times. So I was like, I don't know what's going on, but like, you were in the bathroom 4 times the other day, and this morning you were in there twice already, and it's like, he's like, "Oh, I have IBS." It's like, okay, well, you can say you have IBS, but that doesn't mean it's true or whatever. And the way he's been working was, and I didn't care, is that he would work no morning break, take a 45-minute or 30-minute lunch break, and then no late afternoon break, and leave at 4. But I was like, that's not working because bathroom time is break time. So you're going to need to switch it to be, you're taking these breaks. So, okay. And then he said something like, "I grew up with an older brother, so there's nothing you could say that would offend me. Like, I'm not going to be upset that you're telling me what's wrong." And I'm just like, well, I'm not trying to come down on you. It's just like, this is the way it's got to be, right?
Yeah.
But, we've been just getting ready for, there's a sale this weekend. I didn't even think it was going to be that big of a deal. But we got all these orders for the stores, and generally the stores order like 1 page of stuff.
Yeah.
Up north in one of the stores, they ordered 4 pages of stuff. And I'm looking at it, it's like, we sell these light fixtures, just like a, regular, like, hanging light.
Yeah.
And they ordered like 12 of them. And like no other store even ordered one. So you think you're going to sell 12 lighting fixtures for sale? Like, I don't think it's going to be that hot of an item. But I'm like, okay, they asked for it, I'll send it. So I picked all the shit, but fucking I had to just stay late and fucking do all this shit to make sure this stuff all got done for the sale. So it sucks, but I had to do it to get the stuff done so I go on vacation. And I've been, working so hard that I've been getting home after, like, later than normal.
Yeah.
And then I've been like, no, it's bedtime. So I haven't streamed in like at least a week and a half, if not longer.
Yeah, it's weird. I didn't see you live. I was like,
no.
If we were like streaming here, I'm like, who am I going to raid? I'm like, oh, there's nobody streaming right now.
Yeah,
it's weird.
No, I just been going to bed early, basically. Finally, that shit's all done, so I'll hopefully be back to normal starting on Monday.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I guess I don't have work on Monday, so maybe Monday, but yeah, I've been just trying to, get all this shit done and then been like, oh my God, I'm so fucking tired. Like running my ass off.
Yeah, no kidding.
And then working longer than normal, so yeah, it sucks, but it's all done basically. But yeah, 10/10, it'll be good to go for that anyways.
Nice.
Other than that, work has been the usual whatever. Oh, the one thing that did happen though is we have like a walk-in fridge, not freezer, fridge. And I showed up to work one day. I'm like, oh, the fridge is on. We must have got some fresh food or something like that. So I was like, let me look inside. Open the door, and it literally looks like there's a dead body in garbage bags in the fridge. And I'm like, what the fuck? And it literally looks like a dead body.
Wow.
So I'm like, okay, just close the door. Pretend I didn't see it, right?
Yeah.
So I, keep working. And then later in the day, the owner's nephew comes in. And he's like, hey, could you let me into the area there? I shot a bear and I need to pick it up.
Wow.
So I go in there. I'm like, oh, that was a bear? And he's like, yeah, I think the black bags were probably a mistake. So it was a little bear, right?
Yeah.
And then when he went and picked it up, it looked even more like a body because the bear's like, it was like stretched out.
Yeah, yeah.
And he picked it up and the head like lolled over his arm. And I was like, holy crap, it looks like a dead body for sure.
That's hilarious.
So he brought me some bear pepperoni. I haven't tried it yet, though.
Oh, nice.
Have you ever had bear pepperoni?
I have, actually.
Yeah.
That's the only bit of bear I've ever had is bear pepperoni.
Oh, yeah. Excuse me.
It's like yonks ago when I was working at Superstore.
He, did they sell it there?
No. One of the guys brought it in.
Oh, okay. He was like, only eat a little piece the first day, and then you can eat more on the second day. I was like, really? He's like, yeah. It's like your stomach's not used to eating bear, so it might not sit well with you if you eat a bunch on the first day. I was like, oh, okay, fair enough. So I haven't tried it yet, but yeah, it was very wild when I opened the freezer to a dead body.
Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah, it was crazy. And
literally a dead body.
Oh yeah, but it looked like a human body. Like it was a small bear. Like he could pick it up on his own. But man, oh man. Maybe it's human pepperoni. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe.
I'm just taking his word.
Soylent Green.
Yeah. And then the other thing is I accidentally saw some clips of the Talk to a podcast.
Oh, God. Accidentally, quote unquote?
Well, they're like on TikTok, So
yeah.
Sort of get what you get, right? And it's the number 3 podcast on iTunes. I mean, good for her.
Yeah, for sure.
But like, as I listened to the clip, I was like, oh my God, the way she talks and laughs at her terrible jokes just reminded me of my good friend so much. It's like, oh my God, she's just like her. So annoying. So my good friend is still crippled up at work in her leg brace, and
it's too bad.
Still has my chair, so I have to sit in her fucking chair, and it's just terrible.
Yeah, the what is her name? Haley something. The talk to
Haley Welch.
Haley Welch.
Yeah,
she's she did good. She's
yeah,
getting her bag.
Just saying like a little stupid clip on TikTok.
Oh yeah, I mean, she did everything right. She went viral. She hired somebody to push it.
Well, I think I think her podcast is done by like Jake Paul.
Oh.
So I think he saw it and was like, oh, there's something we can do.
Yeah.
But the thing too is in that original clip that she does that, you got to do that hawk to and spit on that thing.
Yeah.
She wasn't even being interviewed. It was like her friend, and she just like
yeah.
The mic, was like, you gotta like hawk to and spit on it. So it worked out well for her.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I mean, it can't last forever. I wouldn't think.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe she'll have legs. Who knows?
I don't know. Maybe some people will enjoy it, but it was just like not good what I saw.
I heard she's made a bag, a pretty big bag,
I would
and
think
donated a ton of it to like animal shelters and stuff.
Oh, yeah,
which
maybe.
is, I mean, that's good. Good for her, man.
Yeah. And then not work related, but kind of. I listen to podcasts, whatever at work, and the sketch was on Bad Friends, the Bobby Lee and Andrew Santino podcast. Man, it was very funny. It was very quick.
Oh, yeah.
Very, very quick.
Very quick.
And he was just riffing with Bobby Lee. And, like, he did some, like, almost kind of racist jokes. But they weren't. Because, like, Andrew was like, oh, did you... Like, Sketch said, like, oh, I wrestled in high school. And Andrew was like, oh, Bobby wrestled in high school. He was a high school wrestler as well. And Andrew said, guess what weight he wrestled at? And Sketch with all, like, even, like... A second of thought was just like, I thought sumo only had one weight class. Oh my god.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. And it was obvious that they didn't know about his whole like OnlyFans thing or his gay stuff because they were talking about whatever, hooking up or whatever. And Bobby said something. He's like, I bet you have a nice dick. And Sketch is just like, just Google it. And it was obviously he didn't know about his history or whatever. Yeah. Because they didn't make any, comment about it or whatever. But yeah, it was a very good show. I would recommend if you never watched that or listen to that podcast, you should check it out. It's very funny. It's cracking up the whole time.
I get recommended a lot of clips from the Bad Friends podcast, so it'll probably show up at some point.
Yeah, it was very funny.
Yeah.
And then listening to a lot of murder stuff on YouTube, that passes the day away. I can't listen to the ones where it's like, they'll play 911 calls about like, the mom calling like, oh my God, like crying on a 911 call. I'm like, no, I don't want to hear that. And then I'll listen to like the, police interrogations of the criminals. But sometimes I have to stop listening to it because they're just outright lying. Yeah. It's like, how could you, it's so cringy because it's like, how could anyone believe, like, how could you think they would believe what you're saying? It's so stupid. Yeah. But criminals always have, like, an excuse. They'll be like, well, why didn't you say this? Oh, well, I didn't think it was important. And, like, it's not actually, this is what actually happened. Like, I tripped and I stabbed her 4 times as I fell and stuff like that. It's like, oh my God.
Yeah, it's not how it works.
Yeah, exactly. Anything else really going on at work? Not really. I'm just working my ass off.
Just working.
Yeah. What about you? What about yourself?
We'll take a quick pause. Okay. My cousin's out there and his boy's just staring at me through the window, so I'm going to go out there and say hi.
Okay. Jeez Louise. He's just demanding the royal treatment, right? What a guy. I've been abandoned. Oh God, hit the microphone. So we'll see if I stream tomorrow. I might take one more relaxation day before I get back to it. Yeah, it's just been crazy with the amount of working I've had to do to get this fucking shit ready for the vacation, What's everyone's plans for later today? I got my free eggs, so I'm going to make some egg salad, I think. Egg salad sandwiches. I know not everyone likes a good egg salad sandwich, but I'm going to do it anyways. Excuse me. I like them. It was free, so. And I'm good at making hard-boiled eggs. They don't smell like farts. There's no gray bits on them, because if there's gray on your egg, you fucked up. So, yeah. Egg sandwiches are goat. I know, dude. My roommate doesn't know how to do hard-boiled eggs. He does them for way too long, so it fucking stinks like sulfur when he's cooking them up. And then you'll cut it in half, and it'll be all gray and shit like that. He does a bad job of it. I don't know. People always complain like, I don't like eggs. They taste like farts. It's like, well, then they haven't been prepared properly. That's the problem. Because when they're made correctly, they don't taste like farts or smell like farts. How do you make them? How do I make them? I basically put the eggs in the pot with an inch of water over them, and then I turn on the heat. And once the water starts to boil, I turn them off the burner, and I let them sit for 10 minutes in the hot water, and then they'll be maybe a little softer than I would for a hard-boiled egg. I might do it a little longer when I'm doing, but these would be like, when I was doing those ones, those were for like, in my like ramen, so it didn't matter if they were like a little bit soft in the middle still, you know, the yolk was a little soft, so I think I'll do them a little longer. But that's also how I do corn on the cob too. I will just put it in the pot, and once it's boiling, I'll turn it off, and then just, it'll cook in the hot water. People boil the shit out of corn, and that doesn't do it any favors. So I'm pretty sure that's how my roommate cooks his hard-boiled eggs. He just like gets the water boiling and then boils them for like 10 minutes. But you have to cool them off as well when you're done. Put them in cold water so it stops the cooking process, because otherwise they'll just continue to cook in the shell, which is also how they become fart machines, stinking the joint up, you know? Yeah. That's basically what I do. And if you don't do it that way, I recommend you try it. Pokemon cards here. They open some packs. Gavantula EX evolves from Joltik. Raging Bolt, Tornadus. Oh, Raging Bolt. Oh. It's an ancient Pokemon. I get it. Tortuga. Just see what kind of movies we're going to do on the movie stream of 1010. I think we did a movie every night, basically, didn't we? On the last one? We're going to have to scrape the bottom of the barrel. Where are we going to watch them? There's nowhere to watch them anymore. All my favorite video piracy sites are gone, and then Look Movies only works some of the time. I'll be watching a movie and it'll be like buffering. Not even buffering, it'll just stop playing. It'll be buffered fine. It'll just stop playing the movie. I tried to watch, what do you call it? Clifford? I got a VPN so I can Yara matey stuff up for you. How does that work? How do you VPN to see pirated stuff? Oh, torrents? Yeah, but then people can't watch along, really. That's the whole point, is having it so people can watch along. That's why streaming was good. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? Because, like, Cineflix is gone, and I can't even remember what the other ones were. Like, Look Movies still works, but yeah, something's wrong with it. Doesn't. New movies are more or less fine, but if you watch anything older, it'll just stop playing, and it's not like it's buffering. It's just like it just stops playing. Because I was watching Clifford, the Martin Short movie where he pretends to be a kid, or he doesn't pretend to be a kid in the movie. He's playing a kid in the movie, and too bad there wasn't some cheap streaming service with old dog shit movies. I mean, you can watch them on Tubi, and there's some on YouTube and stuff, but it's just, yeah. It was better when it was like I could freely steal them. Anyways, maybe we'll just have to go through the movies on YouTube. I found a double player of these 2 Italian horror movies called Demons and Demons 2. They seem fine. I mean, that's how we first started doing it, was we only watched movies that were on YouTube. Like when me and Mikey T did it originally way back in the day when he was doing it with me. We would watch YouTube movies. And there's lots of movies on YouTube, but the quality is usually like 380p. So it's not too good, you know? You know, just have to see. Maybe there's another movie site that I don't know about yet. We'll have to do some digging. And then again, even when I was doing it on like whatever it was, whatever the website I was using, people would just watch it on Tubi anyway, so maybe Tubi's the way to go. I don't know. The only problem with that is there's commercials. So unless everyone gets the same length of commercials, it could be you become unsynced, you know? Oh, and the timer would be unsynced anyways, too, because the timer would keep going and then with the movies, and then when the movie restarts, the timer would be off by however long the movies were. So, yeah. That also sucks. I should just figure out a way that I could stream the movie on Discord, so people could just tune in on Discord. But then again, that's like, I don't know, gets a little more illegal. Excuse me. I think Mikey's on his way back. Welcome back. Which cousin was it? Have I met this cousin?
Brian Erickson.
Was he on the couch
No,
this? Okay. Because you had 2 cousins together one time.
Yes, that was
the battle of the sides of the family.
Yeah. Yeah, no, those are definitely younger cousins that were on the couch. This is like, he's my age and he's got a kid.
Is this the one that would do the NHL parties?
NHL parties? No.
The birthday NHL parties?
No. Who's that? Who was that?
Well, you would have your cousin or something that would just want to get together and play NHL.
Oh yeah, that's Marlo. Yeah. He's older than me, that one.
Oh, okay.
No, this is mom's side. Non-Japanese side.
Okay. I see.
All right. Let's get back into it.
Yeah.
So my week.
Weeks? Yeah.
Pretty lame.
Okay.
It was a lot of up and downs.
Up and downs.
We'll just talk about work.
Okay.
It sucked.
Okay.
It's moving on.
That's it? That's
yeah. A regular 9 to 5, it's just whatever. I'm so over it.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Same
Still
as usual? Or?
Same as usual.
Oh.
Gotta keep going.
Okay.
Though the manager from the other side who quit and then his dad came back is coming back now.
Okay.
But his dad's staying.
And this dad, the yelly one?
He's the yelly one, yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Fun.
Yeah. But I guess, the first week where we didn't do the podcast, I booked some time off to go camping with the wife because it was the first weekend of hunting season. So we could actually go out there and shoot fowl.
Okay.
So we went out overlanding and shot some nothing.
Okay.
We pretty much just drove around trying to find a good lake to camp at and find some ducks to shoot because we were out duck hunting.
Okay.
But it was pretty fun. We went up just all the way up past Bonaparte. Found this little lake down this little side road that you never think anyone would go down there. But as soon as you got to the lake, there was like this nice little camping spot, like a fire pit and 2 benches and stuff. So we're like, oh, well, I guess we're camping here. This is awesome.
Nice.
Yeah, it was nice. It was nice camping after, at the end of summer where it's like nice and cold at night and then, but still warm in the day.
Yeah.
But yeah, we didn't end up, we were only out there for the one night.
Oh, yeah?
And then we came back. And yeah, then on the Thursday, I came into work here, and I was like, all right, I'm hungry.
Okay.
So I got some Dairy Queen.
Oh,
I got a flamethrower burger. And I was like, oh man, that was a good flamethrower burger.
Yeah, those are good.
They are good.
I thought you shouldn't have spicy stuff.
I mean, that's fine. Flamethrower is not quote unquote flamethrower. It's not really flamethrower.
It's not spicy.
It's not spicy at all.
Okay.
But then, I go to bed and I start to get, a little stomach pain.
Mud butt?
A little stomach pain and then a little, a little bit feverish.
Oh, wow.
And I was like cold sweating and shaking and at night.
Oh
a little bit of food poisoning.
Crazy.
From the Dairy Queen.
Yeah.
And then, I wake up and I'm like, okay, God, thankfully it was just a little bit of food poisoning. So I got over it really quick, but then, I was like, oh, my stomach's still like in knots. I'm like, hey, well, I can't go to work right now. I'm just, pooping all day.
Yeah. Yeah.
And, I kind of like went away a little bit and then and then I went back to work and then like Friday it just flared right up.
Crazy.
And I'm like, oh, what is this? Oh no, it's the diverticulitis.
Oh no.
And it was way more painful than the first time it flared up, like earlier in the year.
Yeah.
It's like Sunday. I'm just like dying. I was just like, I cannot be vertical. I have to be horizontal. The only way to do it is to be horizontal. So I'm just laying there horizontal, just guts in pain. Every time I go to the bathroom, just like, just so painful.
Crazy.
Yes. And I was like, do I go to the hospital right now?
Yeah.
I was like, no, I'll wait till Monday. I'll call my doctor and be like, what's up?
Yeah.
And then Monday rolls around. I call my doctor. Quote unquote, my doctor's just like the walk-in clinic to try and get an appointment. And like, the doctor is on vacation. And I'm like, oh, cheers. And I was like, oh, feeling a lot better today. Yeah. And then I was like, I'll call Tuesday. And then Tuesday rolls around. I'm like, oh, wow, I'm feeling way better now.
Oh, yeah.
I feel just great.
Yeah. It's too late then at that point.
Yeah, it's too late. Everything's kind of smoothed out. And I'm like, well, I guess I got to make some dietary changes and get more fiber in my diet, I suppose.
Eat prunes.
Lots of prunes.
They're
prune
delicious.
salad.
Yeah, they're delicious.
I don't know if I've ever eaten a prune.
It's like a big raisin.
Yes. It's just like a dried out plum.
Yeah,
isn't it? Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Plums or prunes?
Yeah, a prune is a plum.
A prune is a plum. Yeah. Just a shriveled up plum.
Yeah.
A pruned up plum.
Yeah, I bought some. I just was like, I want some fruit, but I didn't want like something that was going to be like going bad. Mm-hmm. So I just was like, I'll get some prunes and I've been enjoying them.
Nice.
Yeah.
I got some Metamucil.
That's grandpa style.
Grandpa style. So I've been slurping back the Metamucil.
Switch to prunes. They're more delicious.
And probably a little bit healthier than just psyllium fiber.
Maybe.
Orange flavored psyllium fiber.
Maybe.
I don't know. But that's what really helped is like as soon as I started hitting that Metamucil 3 times a day.
Oh yeah. 3 times.
Like smooth
Jesus
sailing.
Christ.
But yeah, that's the recommended dose, 3 times a day.
Lordy. That's crazy.
Yes. So yeah, I feel a lot better now.
That's good. That's good. Clean you out.
Yeah.
Nice.
Definitely. We got the hub's been great.
Mm-hmm.
We had to hire another guy.
Oh yeah.
Just a part-timer, just to fill it out.
Oh yeah.
Especially with, with me having health problems the last 3 weeks and not here. Mm-hmm. And then of course Gary and his issues.
Yep.
We've hired another guy part-time. Nice. And that's good.
And was this someone off the street or someone you knew?
No, someone we knew.
Okay.
He wasn't in town for a while, but he was always yapping about being in and having fun and being awesome. Yeah. And then he came in and we're like, okay, we'll hire you.
Nice. That's good.
Yeah. He's here going to college or university.
Ah.
But all of his courses got like canceled and moved online.
Oh, really?
So he's just like, oh, okay, well, I'm just here now.
Nice. That's cool.
Yeah, so he's been a good addition. He's very knowledgeable on the old Magic the Gathering.
Oh, yeah.
We actually had him doing casting for our regional championship qualifier.
Oh, yeah.
Did we talk about that?
No.
So yeah, we had a regional championship qualifier for face-to-face Magic, which is like it's like the precursor to the Pro Tour, because they still have the Pro Tour Magic, which I didn't know. Mm-hmm. But yeah, huge, lots of people coming in, playing, and the format is modern, so the last many sets.
Yeah.
It's a very fast, very furious format. And we had him in doing the casting. His name's Alex. And he's very knowledgeable on the subject. I think we had, like, during the stream, we had 70. I think we topped out at 70 people watching.
Oh, yeah.
Which is pretty crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Just watching some paper Magic being played.
Yep.
I think we had 18 players in store. Couple people from out of town.
Nice.
But the prize was, the big prize was, of course, the invite to the championship, but also a foil textless Urza's Saga card.
Oh my god.
Yes.
Incredible.
I know.
I don't know what that is.
No, it's I can't remember what the hell the Saga does, but it's like it goes for $450.
Oh, crazy.
Because they're very rare.
Nice. And what was that? Something you had or something?
Yeah. So Face to Face sends it to us.
Okay.
As a prize.
Okay.
To give out. So we did that. It was awesome.
Nice. That's cool.
Yes. And then we've been just streaming Modern on Thursdays,
Mm-hmm.
Friday Night Magic on Fridays. Oh, and Duskborn was released.
Yes.
The House of Horrors.
Scary.
It's very scary. Some of the cards in there are really awesome. Just the flavor of the cards is great. Well, I'll show you some after the podcast here because they're just all like on the counter.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're super neat. They're doing some Ghostbuster crossovers.
Actual Ghostbusters.
Yeah. The real Ghostbusters.
Real Ghostbusters? Oh, not the Ghostbusters.
Well, it's based on the cartoon, but it's the Ghostbusters is the one with the like Hanna-Barbera stuff.
Yeah. With
like the monkey doing ghost busting, but the real Ghostbusters is the Ghostbusters.
Yeah.
So they're doing a Secret Lair crossover. So there's going to be a set with Slimer and then a set with the Ghostbusters. Oh yeah. Which is awesome. I haven't seen any of the cards yet, but it's cool.
That's one of the ones you have to like get on the website. And
yeah.
Oh,
yeah. And I think they're $65 to get them on the website for 4 cards.
Oh yeah.
Usually 4 cards, maybe 5, depending on the set.
So should I log in and try to buy them for you?
No, I think we'll get enough.
You didn't last time.
Well, that was the Monty Python and the Holy Grail one.
Okay.
Nobody got them.
No.
It was all bots.
So why do you think this one will not be the same?
I don't know. I don't think it will be, just because I don't think Ghostbusters is as popular in the nerd culture as Monty Python and the Holy Grail.
You don't?
No.
Okay.
No, I don't think so.
When was the last Monty Python movie?
Long time ago.
When was the last Ghostbusters movie?
Recent.
When was the last 2 Ghostbusters
And the last 2 Afterlife was really good. And apparently the newer one is supposed to be super good. But I haven't watched it yet.
Me neither.
I should look at...
This chair is mad creepy.
It's so creaky. I should look at renting it, see if it's for rent yet.
Yeah, maybe.
So I could watch it. It's supposed to be really good.
I don't think that Monty Python will be more popular than Ghostbusters.
You don't think so?
No.
I guess we'll see.
We should take a poll out there and see who knows Ghostbusters or Monty Python. I guarantee you Ghostbusters will win.
Maybe.
You don't think so?
Maybe. We haven't had anyone come in and ask about the Ghostbusters Secret Lairs, but we had a ton of people come in and ask about the Monty Python ones. All right. I don't know. We'll see, I guess.
Yep.
The mystery boosters.
Uh-huh.
They had the Magic celebration. You get mystery boosters, so it's just like a box of mystery boosters. I have no idea what's supposed to be in them.
Okay.
It's a mystery, I guess.
Yep.
It's like the celebration mystery pack. We bought 5 of the celebration packs, and they should be here on Tuesday. How much
do those cost?
I think they're like $500 a box.
Jesus.
Maybe something like that.
Crazy.
Maybe 400 because I bought 2, and it came to about $1,000 with all the shipping and taxes and stuff.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah, I'm curious as to what's in them. I don't know if they've released anything about it. Yeah, they should be there.
That's cool. So, speaking of Magic the Gathering game.
Yes.
What about Commander? What about banned cards in Commander?
Oh, we want to talk about... So, I don't know too much about what's going on, but they banned... The Commander Advisory Committee banned 2 cards. They banned Mana Crypt and Jewel of Lotus.
I thought they did Sol Ring too.
No.
Yeah.
I don't I don't think they.
I thought there was more than 2. Anyways, I know there's a big deal about people's life savings going down the drain.
Did they actually ban Sol Ring?
I thought that was one of them. I thought it was more than 2 cards. Maybe I'm mistaken. Maybe it was, if they're going to ban this one, why didn't they ban this one? Maybe that's what it was.
Oh yeah, that's probably what it was.
Has there been any turmoil in the shop?
Yes, there actually has.
Okay.
So, Jeweled Lotus and Mana Vault. I think Mana Vault. Is it Mana Vault or Mana Crypt?
I don't know.
I'm looking it up.
So I'll mention before the Commander Rules team or whatever. They're not even part of Wizards of the Coast. They're like an independent group.
Yeah.
That works
Mana
with
Crypt.
Wizards of the Coast. So it's crazy that this sort of like external rules team shaped sort of the focus of Magic the Gathering, because they make specific decks for this format, do they not?
Yeah.
Magic the Gathering. So. Like, is that not what the Commander decks that you sell are for?
Yeah.
Yeah. So they're not even it's not even like this is a Wizards of the Coast thing. It was just like, this is a popular thing that came out of the community that they now cater towards. Anyways, they banned some cards that were worth a lot of dollary dues, and people were very upsetty spaghetti about it.
Yes.
So what was happening in the shop about it?
We decided to not uphold it.
Not uphold the ban?
The ban.
Okay.
Because, I mean, everyone would have to, like, rejigger their decks to, you know, because Jeweled Lotus and Mana Crypt are, I guess, pretty popular in the format. I'm not a huge fan of the format, just because it just takes too long, in my opinion. with some of the combos you can do and stuff, and people, I don't know. People take forever doing their turns, which drives me nuts. Yeah, they just ban these cards for no reason, and then I don't
think it was no reason. I think they had reasoning behind what they did, but
they probably did.
But my thing was more people were upset that they were worth a lot of money, and now they're not, because they're not,
because now they're banned and they can't be played.
And people were complaining. Obviously people that own them, or lots of them, were complaining like, oh, valuable cards should be exempt from banning or whatever. But it's like, it's Magic the Gathering is not it's not the stock market. Well, I guess it kind of is.
It kind of is.
But, you know, it's not an investment thing, you know?
Yeah. Because new sets, it can be, because new sets come out, right? And suddenly cards from old sets skyrocket in price. Yeah. Like 600%.
Because there's some synergy that works with a new card.
Yeah. So cards could go from like $1 to $6.
But you didn't have 600%. You didn't have any of these for sale.
No, we didn't have any of them for sale.
Yeah.
But yeah, so one of the store owners from Salmon Arm got very angry that we weren't upholding those bans.
Why would it matter?
Because they're like, oh, this is just a big cash grab because, you know, you got all these cards that you want to sell to people. And it's like, well, if they plummet in price, how is it a cash grab? We sell them for market value, not for perceived value.
I'm confused. So another store in another town was upset because you were saying like, oh, we'll let people use these cards.
Yeah.
But like, what the fuck does that matter?
They were like, oh, it's a big cash grab.
How's it a cash grab?
Because we were going to sell, I guess they thought we had like a ton of the cards. And we were just going to sell them at regular value.
They thought you had like the Mana Crypts.
Yep.
And you were just going to continue to sell them?
Yeah. I mean, we're still going to continue to sell them if we had them, but we don't.
But you would sell them based off of what they're worth on the website?
Yeah, what they're worth now.
Yeah. That's so weird. But that's the thing too, like, okay, whatever. But like, if I, am a Commander player and I come in here and go like, oh no, I play with those banned, what are you going to do? Kick me out of this fucking store?
Right?
No, you'll just play with someone who plays with a similar rule set. Like, what the fuck?
Exactly.
Who cares? You could make your own goddamn Game Hub format and be like, only this format only allows this set. Like, what the fuck?
Let's see how much everything's come down in price. So Jeweled Lotus, we're still gathering price data?
Yeah.
What do you mean you're still gathering price data?
It's
only...
the dollar values changed so much. They've halted trading on it like it's on the NASDAQ.
Yeah, right? I can't even look at 1 month price on it. I can look at a year, and it's like it went down in November, $20.
Last November?
Last November.
Yeah.
Let's try Mana Crypt.
Yeah. They've halted trading on the open market.
Probably.
Price plummeted too fast. To halt a crash, they stopped pricing it.
Mana Crypt from Kaladesh is still $948.
Oh my lord.
But other ones are cheaper.
Yeah.
The list reprints Eternal Masters is like $150. Mana Crypt Borderless $214. This is American, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, they have plummeted. So they were 180, and now they've dropped down to 100.
Yeah. So I mean,
it's not that big of a plummet, considering it was banned. It is banned.
Yeah, but like, imagine you're the idiot who is like, I have 40 of them. I bought them all for 150 each.
Yep.
Well, you shouldn't be playing Magic like the stock market, really.
No, I mean there are people that do 100%.
Yeah, but that's the ones that are complaining about this.
Yeah.
The
head of the committee resigned.
Yeah.
Over all the controversy. I guess they were getting death threats and, the usual internet garbage.
The way I read it was that the guy that was the main guy that resigned wasn't really in charge of the change, and he resigned in like protest of the change,
okay. Yeah,
not because of the change. But I mean, I only know it as like, what I read on Reddit or whatever, but that's what I read on Reddit is what it seemed like. Because in his resignation, he only thanked one person on the rules committee. And it was like the guy who was also opposed to this change or something like that. So, yeah, pretty crazy.
Yes.
The old, high stakes Magic the Gathering rules set. Let's start our own rules committee.
Yes.
Let's make our own format called the creaky chair format.
We have to sit in a creaky chair and awkwardly shift every 5 minutes.
Yeah, exactly.
It's got to be so loud.
Yep. Anyways, it was interesting. Anyways,
yeah, definitely.
What your thoughts on it were? Yeah, like. Anyways, the other store is a bit weird. That's like the inter-store drama is a bit weird.
Yeah. Like, and one from Salmon Arm too. It's like, what? We're not even. Well, I mean, we're kind of direct competition, but
not really.
You're in a different city.
But it's like, who cares that you're going to do your own rules? That's like a total like the reaction is like total dork reaction.
Yeah.
Like you can't be like, oh, the rule set, we don't want to go with the ban because we like the way it's running. No, it's obviously you're trying to get money because you must have thousands of these cards and you want to sell them at the high value. And it's like, well, if that was what it was, people would just buy it on like offline if you're trying to still sell them for $900. Like, you think anyone would be so stupid to be like, oh, I could buy this online for $200 or I can support my local store and spend 5 times as much? Like, I don't think so, man.
Yeah, right.
So anyways, it seems a little stupid to me.
It is a little bit silly.
You have a little spy down there feeding you all this information, eh?
No, he's just directly came out in the Discord and started yelling.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't see that. I might have to go and look and see if I can find that. I missed that kerfuffle. Yeah. I didn't miss the smell kerfuffle, but we're not going to talk about the smell kerfuffle.
So Jeweled Logos is legal in Legacy and Vintage.
There you go. You can play it on your own fucking rules terms, dude.
You sure can.
If I only wanted to play Revised, I can play Revised.
Yep.
No one's stopping me.
In Mana Crypt. Oh, Mana Crypt is banned in Legacy, banned in Commander, and restricted in Vintage.
There you go. It's too powerful.
Too powerful.
Yep. Oh, well.
And Mana Crypt is at the beginning of your upkeep. Flip a coin. If you lose the flip, Mana Crypt deals 3 damage to you.
Perfect. Easy.
And then it's add 2 colorless.
Oh.
But it doesn't cost anything to cast.
I've got a weighted coin for flipping.
Flip it weighted.
Yep.
Sol Ring. Because Mana Crypt is just Sol Ring that doesn't hurt. But Sol Ring costs 1.
Yeah.
And Sol Ring is banned in Legacy, restricted in Vintage, and legal in Commander.
There you go.
I mean, there's a Sol Ring in every Commander deck.
Mm-hmm.
Every one. Every single one.
Yep.
They come in all the precons.
Yep.
There's always one.
Yep, you're just holding up that because you want to sell all your decks.
Yep, it's true.
SMH, my head. Anyways, the Magic the Gathering drama.
Yes.
Pretty crazy.
Very crazy.
That's cool.
Yes, I think so.
Yep.
What else? What else did I do other than be in pain and horizontal for many days at a time?
Yep.
I got to play some video games in that time.
No way.
Yeah.
Wow.
Right?
Tell me.
I played some Noita.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I've seen that.
Yeah, which is...
That seems to be up your alley.
It kind of is, but it's yeah, it's weird because you can... I'm not very far in the game. There's no unlocks whatsoever. Like none. Not that I can see. So it is a roguelike wand-shooting dungeon mine crawler in a very pixelized fashion. And the way they do like water physics and fire physics looks really awesome.
Yep.
The
it's
way
like
stuff,
Terraria.
Yeah, the way stuff. I think the way stuff burns in this game is amazing.
Yeah.
It's all like pixelized fire, but it like spreads like real fire, and like when oil gets set on fire, it just like burns everything. It's great. It looks super good in that, even though your little dude is like 5 pixels big.
Yeah.
But it's very difficult.
Mm-hmm.
And with no unlocks, it doesn't feel like you're making any progress.
Mm-hmm.
It's like you're just beating your head against the board the entire time.
Yeah, I think it's like if you randomly get like a cool upgrade at the start, then it makes it easier.
Yeah.
Or if you find a nice whatever wand or whatever.
Yeah, it's one of the ones where you have your wands, but the wands have slots where you can slot spells in and chain effects and stuff like that. And some of the wands you get are just like absolute garbage. You're just like, oh my god, I can fire this thing once and then it has to recharge mana because it's got 5 mana, but it takes like 20 to fire.
Yeah.
So it's a little bit silly. And I haven't gotten very far.
No.
And it
looks hard as hell.
Yeah, it is hard as hell.
Yeah.
It's wild.
Yeah.
And then I signed up for the Dungeon Crawler full beta.
Okay.
By just, going to their Discord and putting the beta code.
Mm-hmm.
So I got in the full beta. So I was able to play a lot more Dungeon Crawler.
Yeah.
I don't know if I like that game. It's so Purple Monkey Dishwasher when it comes to, because it is a claw game.
Yeah.
At its core mechanic is a claw game.
Yeah.
And so you can just get effed. You're like, you drop your claw down, you're like, all right, I'm going to grab all this stuff. It just comes up, just throws everything around. And you're like, okay, well, I got nothing. Now I'm dead.
Oh, yeah.
I need this one key piece of equipment to save myself. And the claw is just like, nah.
Gives you nothing.
Gives you nothing, because the claw taketh.
And
the claw giveth, and the claw taketh away.
Yep. It's unfortunate.
Yes.
I would have thought that one would have been up your alley for sure.
It kind of is, but the random nature of the claw really is annoying.
Yeah.
I find. In a way.
It's less or more annoying than if you didn't see, if it was just like a box you opened. Because that's basically what it is.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
You see what it is.
100%.
So it's sort of, in this version, it's like it tricks you, be like, I got it, and then, oh, it dropped it.
Yeah, I think
Whereas if it was a box, it'd be like, I got nothing.
I think it's good. Yeah, if it's a box, maybe. Be better if you're not seeing it just absolutely F you the entire time.
Yeah.
If you're not watching it, just actively work against you.
Yeah.
Then it'd probably be okay. But yeah, I think it's good for like rage baiting and streaming. Because some of the stuff that it does is just like, oh my god.
Yeah.
Please don't.
The rage bait.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
But I don't know. It's one I could take it or leave it.
Okay.
I could play it, not play it.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
Sounds thrilling.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I did completely rearrange the office.
Oh.
Since we're not podcasting in there now, I took the table out in the middle, and so I've got lots of room for activities.
Oh, baby.
And then I was watching some YouTube, and they're like, oh, here's this Cyberpunk mod. That's VR. And I'm like, oh
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like Cyberpunk, and I like VR.
Yeah.
So now I've got to get the VR in the room and hook it up when I got time and try it out on the 3080.
Oh, yeah.
Everyone's been playing it on 4090 Ti's, and I'm like, oh, God.
So, doesn't it seem a bit weird? Well, not really weird, but do you remember how like fast the 30 series the 40 series came after. Wait, what are we on? We're on the 40s.
We're on
now?
40s, yeah.
How fast they came after the 30 series?
I think.
And now we're not even a whisper of a 50 series yet?
No, 50 series is coming. It's
I haven't
whispering.
heard anything.
I think 40 series seemed to come out fast because the 30 series was so much hype and no one could get it, and pandemic.
Okay.
So I think it just felt like the 40 series came out really fast after the 30 series.
Okay.
Just because of how the pandemic happened right during the 30 series launch, and everyone was like clamoring to get one because everyone was trying to build home computers to do things at home while the pandemic was happening.
Yeah, it could be.
Yeah, I don't think there was too much time difference between 20 and 30 and then 30 and 40.
Okay. Just seemed like it, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
So the old VR Cyberpunk, eh?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And it's not an official mod. I got to go on someone's Patreon to get it.
Oh, my God.
Man, I want to do it.
Yeah.
Because he, apparently the guy who's doing it is doing it like ground up VR, where, you're going to be able to walk around and not feel like barfing.
Oh, yeah.
But, there are a lot of times in that game where it takes control from you and you go through like a cutscene. And I'm like, is that just going to make me just vomit all over the place?
Yeah, exactly.
It's like, oh, no, I'm not controlling it.
Yeah.
It's just taking me with it. It's a ride. Barf.
Yeah, maybe. You're going to have to get the VR barf bucket.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. That's not good.
No, definitely not.
That would be cool, though.
Yeah, we'll fire it up and see how it feels.
Yeah, no doubt.
Once I get some time. I was hoping to do it on Monday.
Yeah.
Then I was like, oh, it's a stat. Am I going to have to work?
Yeah. Working hell. Sometimes you're going to have to work.
Yeah. Yeah. I can't, I don't want to pay my employees double time to work the stat.
No.
If it's double time. We're not entirely here yet. We were talking about that on the way over.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it ends up being, it is if it's like their full time.
Mm-hmm.
So I think you have to pay them for it, but then they still get a day off.
Yeah.
So,
they're still going to get paid for the day off.
Yeah.
But if they work it, then they get paid for the day off, but then also paid for working it. So it's
like time and a half. Yeah. Anyways, I've only played the first Ascended.
Yes.
Yeah. I've not played anything else since it came out.
Weren't you playing some?
No, I don't think so.
Probably not.
I don't think I played anything else.
Yeah.
I think that's been it. Yeah, it's they're still working on it every time. It's improving it.
Nice.
And they learn from their mistakes.
Yes.
I don't know if we talked about it, but they did an update with these new invasion things where first of all, they were single player, which was like, why the fuck would they make it single player?
Yeah, it's weird.
And they were not tuned very well, and they were very hard. They're supposed to be hard, but they were like exceptionally hard.
Yeah.
I felt like I could do them, but it was like a pain in the ass. And one of the things was you have to there's these drones that explode. And they have 4 symbols above them, and you had to choose which one was going to protect you from the explosion. But you expose the symbols on these pillars, and you'd have to shoot the pillar while you're being attacked.
Yeah.
And there's so many enemies attacking you, and you'd shoot the pillar and it would expose the symbol in the correct order, right? But then eventually it would just cover up with this, they call them tumors.
Yeah.
So you'd have to remember where it was, and then you'd have to find the correct one, right?
Yeah.
But then there'd be a pillar you'd shoot and there'd be nothing on the pillar. So you'd have to find the correct pillars. It was so and then you would finally get the symbols and they go, it's like a vertical symbol.
Yeah.
But on the drones you're shooting at, they did them left to right. So you'd have to be the top symbol is a triangle. So that would mean the leftmost one is a triangle. So anyways, they changed it now where now their little symbols above the drones are vertical.
Yeah.
When you shoot them, they don't go away. They got rid of the ones that have no symbols on them. So they did a bunch of changes to make it easier. They're still annoying, but they're much easier. They added in multiplayer to them. That was the one thing where I was like, this is a multiplayer game. Yeah, why would they do this?
Exactly.
It's so stupid. But I think all of these things that they're learning as they go, that they're doing is they just think it's a good idea and it's the first time they're doing it. So they do it. And then it's like, oh, that was a bad idea. They also don't have enough playtesters, I think, because they said they're going to beef up the amount of people that are testing these things. Yeah. Because I think the way they were doing is that they're working on it. the programmers and the
Mhm.
artists and everything, and then they're just playing it as they do it. They didn't have like dedicated people to playtest it.
Yeah.
Because if I was in playtesting, I'd been like, this isn't fun.
Yeah.
Like the way you've done this is not fun.
It's not good, guys.
Because they're kind of set up at first, you can only do them as specific like characters or specific builds and stuff like that, which is whatever. But it was just like, oh my god. And the other thing was like they're timed, so they want you to do it as fast as possible because you got more rewards, which means like, oh, you should be these characters that do the most AoE damage or whatever, because they can kill the enemies as fast as possible and you can get through it as fast as possible to get the rewards. So that kind of forced you to be characters you didn't want to be.
Yeah.
And the rewards were not enough. Like, the rewards of these were you got parts to build the new Descendant.
Mm-hmm.
But if you got perfect scores and perfect drops, it would have taken like 25 days to get enough parts to build this character or whatever. So then the first thing they did was they added it so you could get random drops of the parts from other missions. Sometimes, very rarely. So that sped it up. But then they also made it so at first it was like you got 3 parts if you got gold, 2 silver, 1 bronze. So they changed it to be 5, 4, and 3, which was a huge buff to it. But it was still was like, you have to beat it in 5 minutes. And it's like, oh, it takes me like 5 minutes just to get to the boss. And then I have to fight the boss for like 5 more minutes.
Yeah,
you know?
that's wild.
So it's just like they're working through their stuff and making changes and everything. So
yeah.
But I'm still loving it. I have all the Descendants and, you know, whatever.
Yep.
There's not much for me to go for now.
You've unlocked it all.
Pretty much. But I'm just sort of, I've been doing the daily stuff recently because I haven't been playing that much because I've been like, oh, it's bedtime.
Yeah.
So haven't been playing as much. So yeah, but
it's too bad. But it is, you gotta bank it for vacation.
Yeah, basically.
You've been playing a lot of video games.
Yep. I'll be playing Yakuza Kiwame 1.
Oh.
Because the Yakuza show comes out like at the end of my vacation.
Oh, nice.
So I'm going to play through the game to get ready, you know? But that's basically all I played.
Nice.
Did you watch anything? No.
I mean, we started Rings of Power season 2.
You don't need to watch that.
That's what we've been told, but I mean, we're enjoying it.
Okay.
Even we're not big, lore buffs for Lord of the Rings.
I'm not. So. I mean, I do enjoy the Lord of the Rings, but it's not that. It's just the fact that it's not good.
We've been enjoying it.
And I don't know, that whole village battle with the orcs in the first season was pretty bad.
We started watching the live action Avatar on Netflix.
Oh God, the one directed by M. Night Shyamalan Dingo?
No, the actual series. So not the movie.
Oh.
But there's a live action series where they've actually gone through and they're parroting the actual series.
They were like, the One Piece one was such a hit, we got to do the Avatar one too.
I think they did the Avatar one before One Piece.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So far, it's not bad.
Oh, okay.
It's not, they're doing things out of order, trying to make things work so they don't have to have all these episodes to get to where they need to go in the first season.
Oh yeah, isn't that like kind of the thing with Avatar? Is there you can skip? Oh, I think you give Naruto. There's one
the abridged version.
Yeah, where it's you can skip all these episodes because there's nothing that happens in them.
Yeah. There's a lot of that in Avatar where they're combining storylines into if they go to an area in the cartoon and then they circle around and come back to that area or a couple times, they just combine it all into one episode. So everything that happens during those episodes, they combine it into one.
Okay. So
there's a lot of that goes on, which isn't too bad. And yeah, it's not bad. It's not bad. It's not, it's not awful.
Yeah.
And it's very watchable and because they do follow the storyline of the actual cartoon, which is nice.
Oh, okay.
Which is very nice.
So you didn't start watching Agatha all along yet?
No, haven't started watching that yet.
Wow.
I heard it's actually I haven't heard anything about it.
I don't know anything.
No one's said a peep really.
I've not
about if it's good or not. I listened to an interview with the main actor in it.
What's her name?
She was just excited to reprise her role. She had a lot of fun. And apparently it's supposed to be okay, I guess.
I can't remember her name. She was in Step Brothers.
Oh, yes.
She was, what's his name's brother's wife? Brennan's brother's wife, who wanted to roll Dale up into a ball and put her in her vagina. Can't remember her name.
Gross. Yeah, we're just excited for Arcane Season 2 to come out.
Oh, yeah.
They've been slow feeding trailers now more often.
It's like this is like a time jump or something like that, isn't there?
I don't know. Could be
it
a little
looked
bit.
like, what's her name, was like a member of the police or something like that. I can't remember her name.
Yeah, she is Piltover police in the game.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
She definitely was not like that in the first season.
No. That was a coming up story, you know.
Oh, yeah. So I watched some of the Rebel Moon director's cut.
Yeah.
Have you watched that?
No, I've wanted to see if it makes any more sense.
Well, there's definitely lots of stuff added because the movie's like 4 hours long.
Yeah.
But in the first scene, I think in the Rebel Moon is like they're plowing on the planet or whatever. There's a whole like 15 minutes before that in the director's cut where they're invading a planet. And it's like, I guess it's about how she escapes the planet or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, anyways. But I was like, oh my God. Because they're like branding these people. And they're like, whoa, her titties are out. And they're branding her. And then like in the distance, you can see like fully naked people being branded.
Oh, weird.
And I was like, oh my God. And then they get to the planet where they're plowing.
Mm-hmm.
And they're doing their little plowing. And then I don't exactly remember what they said in the non-director's cut, but they were having their like fertility festival or something like that.
Yeah.
And they implied they were going to go have, sex or whatever. But in the director's cut, they're like, yeah, it is time for us to all go home and fuck tonight. And we must all be fucking. And then the girl in the non-director's cut, I remember they implied she went into some guy's house and they had sex.
Mm-hmm.
In this, they're having a whole fuck fest. She's totally naked and they're like having a sex scene going on. And
oh, wow. Like, okay. Oh
my God. And so I stopped watching because it was not any better.
Nope.
Up to that point. And then I remembered there was like a whole thing where they like grabbed the little villager girl and they were gonna like molest her in the barn. And I was like, I don't need to see the director's cut version of that scene.
No.
So I stopped watching.
Oh man.
Yeah, it was
wild.
Quite interesting anyways. Yeah. I didn't even finish the non-director's cut version, so I didn't really need to watch the full version either.
I dragged my way through it.
Yeah. I like how you called the exact point I stopped watching it. That was pretty funny. It's like, you stopped when he was trying to ride that thing. I was like, yes, you're correct. That is exactly what I stopped watching.
Yes.
I also listened to / watched the Mr. McMahon documentary.
Yes.
Yeah, that's about Vince McMahon, WWF dude. That they filmed most of it before his little sex trafficking allegations came up. And everything like that.
Okay. I was wondering why they did a documentary on him like that.
Yeah, it was mostly all done before that came out. And, I believe all the accusations, like his own words of what he says. It's like, oh yeah, he sounds like that's the kind of thing he would do.
Jeez.
Yeah. And like you look at like the storylines they did on the show, like Raw and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. It's like, oh, it was like art imitates life. He was acting like this total asshole on Raw because that's what he was like.
He's just acting like himself.
Yeah, basically. And I stopped watching, but there was a whole thing where Sable, she left the WWF and she sued them for like sexual harassment and all that stuff. But then they like rehired her, and that was part of the like storyline was like, you rehired her after she was saying the sexual harassment allegations and everything, and you gave her money to come back to us. And it's like, oh my God, what the fuck?
Yeah, it's like, she came back? Why would she even come back?
She got more than a settlement.
I guess so.
Probably been, I guess. Anyways, it was, and like his own words, he'll talk about how he would cheat on his wife. And like, I just like to have sex. And it's just like, oh yeah. So when these women were like, talk about you were like make them have sex with you to keep their job. It's like, oh yeah, I believe that. Not that I didn't believe it before, but I especially believe it now.
Yeah.
But it was all like The Rock being interviewed about Vic McMahon before the allegations came out. All these guys are just like blowing smoke up his ass. Like, oh, he gave me my opportunity and blah, blah, blah. I thank Vince every day for giving me blah, 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 blah. It's like, whoa. And they go over everything like the screw job, like Bret Hart's screw job in Montreal. And when Owen Hart died. Oh, man. I was watching the pay-per-view when Owen Hart died.
Yeah.
And this was like early internet days. No texting,
Yep.
Whatever. Now you'd get an alert on your phone. But we were at the bar watching it, and he was supposed to rappel down into the ring, but the harness like let go, and he just fell.
Yeah.
And I guess when he fell, they brought our food, so we were like, "Oh, that's mine, whatever." So then we looked up, and we were like, "Well, where was Owen Hart? I thought he was coming into the ring." And then they show like JR and Jerry the King Lawler. And they're like, look like they're crying. And we're like, look, they're crying. Why do they look like they're crying? And we just finished watching the pay-per-view, get home afterwards, and we're like watching Sportsnet, and they're like, oh, Owen Hart has died. And we're like, what?
Jeez.
It was crazy.
That's wild.
Yeah, dude.
That's wild, man.
I would recommend the Mr. McMahon documentary,
Did we talk about the Gladiator documentary, the American Gladiator one?
I think we did, yeah.
Did you watch any of that?
No, I didn't.
Oh, you should.
Yeah,
It's good.
I should watch it. Yeah, I think we talked about that a while ago. Yeah. I did love the American Gladiators.
Yeah, me too.
They were so good.
I just like watching that back with the documentary. Like, oh my god.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, exactly. Do you mean to tell me these guys were on drugs?
The entire time, just injecting steroids?
I can't believe it. There's a bunch of that in the McMahon documentary too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I can imagine.
Yeah. All these wrestlers saying like, no, Vince never told me to take drugs. And they would be like, no, he never directly told me, but he'd come up to me and be like, geez, you should really work on your physique. You should really work on your physique a little bit more. Okay.
That's hilarious. Okay.
Yeah.
I know what you're saying.
Yeah, exactly.
I get too busy to pump iron, so I gotta pump steroids.
Exactly. Yeah. I watched a bunch of other like random stuff too. Like I watched some horror movies like, I don't know. There's one that was like The Exorcist, but it was like The Black Exorcist. It was like black people in it.
Mm-hmm.
It was good. Glenn Close was in it. It's a bit weird. She's white, obviously.
Yes.
But her daughter's in the movie and her grandkids are all black.
Yeah.
And they never say in the movie, like, did she adopt this girl or whatever? And there's even a scene where, like, some guy's like, that's your mom? And she's like, yeah. And that's, like, the only time they say anything
Did they
about
touch on it at all?
Yeah.
That's your mom?
The movie was, I thought, very good until the end where they showed way too much, as movies like to make the mistake of.
Yeah.
Where it's like, oh, like Glenn Close is possessed at the end, but then they show her with her little like demon teeth and like she's tied to a table and she's like, she looks like Gollum. But there's a hilarious line that I'm not going to repeat that was very shocking to hear Glenn Close say in the movie. Vaguely racist, but she's like a demon, And when she said it, I was like, oh, what the fuck? So
that's awesome.
Yeah, it was pretty good until like the last quarter.
Yeah. Where they just showed too much, too fast.
Yeah, they just show too much. Like the kid's possessed and he's like flying around the room, and it's like, this would have been better if it was implied.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
Anyways,
it's more scary when you can't see it.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. You know what's not scary?
No.
Patreon.com/StreamVoid Pod.
Yes.
Yes, that's right. That's the only way to support this podcast with the hard-earned dollar dues. If you like what, if you like what you're doing, just talk.
Wow, words.
Yeah, toss a buck in there, because that's all it takes. Just $1 a day.
Yep.
Give you access to
$1 a day?
$1 a month.
Wow.
Give you access to our pre-show content, our post-show content, all of our bonus videos.
Oh, baby.
And you get access to the podcast early.
Mm-hmm.
You get access to it on Sunday, which is when we're recording this podcast. And we are recording from the beautiful Game Hub.
Yes.
In Kamloops, British Columbia.
Yep.
Canada.
Need a green screen behind me or something.
Yes.
Something.
Yeah.
Purple piece of cardboard.
Purple cardboard?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Instead, everyone's just watching. Everyone's just
well, you need a pop-up green screen.
Oh,
you can put away easily. Or one from the roof.
Yeah.
Something like that. Anyways.
Yes, definitely. Yeah, patreon.com/StreamVoid Pod.
Yeah.
Get in there, support the podcast. Help us out.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Do it.
Appreciate all our Patreons.
Yes.
All you guys out there.
Yes. What he said.
Yes. Just a bunch of jumbled up English words.
In theory,
It's English.
Yep.
New Yakuza has been announced.
Yep.
Like a Dragon, Pirate Yakuza in Hawaii.
Yes. Starring Majima Goro.
Majima.
Yep. So Mikey T only ever experienced the man, the myth, the legend of Majima in Yakuza 0.
Yes.
Where he's just like
sane. Somewhat.
Pretty sane. Well, he's not insane really in the other games either. It's just an act, really, I think.
Yeah.
Because if you remember at the end of Yakuza 0, he doesn't want the girl to know it was him, the Yakuza boss, because she thought he was like a nice guy, and it would be too hurtful for her to know about the real story with him. So he acts like the mad dog and like slaps the crap out of the Yakuza guys, shaking her down and everything like that. Which I think he just sort of played into after that.
Oh, yeah.
Because, well, before that, he was just like straight-laced guy.
Yeah.
Who wore a nice jacket.
Nice boots.
Nice ponytail. His eye patch or whatever.
Yep. Standard eye patch.
And then when that, at the end of Yakuza 0, he just sort of like took on the role of the mad dog of Dojima. But the new one is, he's going to be in Hawaii, which I knew the new game was going to be in Hawaii. Because RGG Studio just loves to reuse maps. And they already built Hawaii, so they're going to reuse Hawaii, obviously. But it's like, how do they get Majima? How can you play as Majima if he's
the mad dog?
The mad dog. So he's lost his memories somehow. He took a bump on his noggin, so he doesn't know he's the mad dog.
Coming over from the mainland.
Yeah. And he's in Hawaii doing whatever. We don't know exactly. He's doing some sort of pirate stuff where he's in charge of a crew. Doing
a
something.
Pirate crew doing pirating.
But this is
also
bicycling.
Yes.
Well, yeah. You always do this mini games in Yakuza, so all the usual. Well, they're bringing back Dragon Kart as well because that was not in the last Yakuza game.
No, they had the
Infinite Wealth,
the Gachapon.
Yep. I'm sure that will not be in this. That's a Ichiban thing.
Yeah.
Ichiban may be in this game as a sort of... I think you can only get him as like a crew mate on your ship. Like, I don't think he'll be someone you encounter in the game, you know? Maybe he will be. I don't know. But, he's going to be, you know, in Hawaii, and it's going to be not the Ichiban RPG style gameplay.
Yeah.
It's the beat 'em up style.
Yeah. Looks like a Dynasty Warrior style.
Well, it'll be like, you know, Yakuza 0, where you're just doing your different fighting styles.
Yeah.
Except they added in a jump button now, so you can jump around. Because how many times would you get stuck behind a ankle-high fence?
Exactly.
So now he'll be able to jump. In theory, unless they just make the ankle-high fence now neck-high. So you can't jump over it.
Yeah.
But it should be interesting. I like Majima as a character. I'm hoping that because he's in Hawaii, maybe he'll run into Yamai, who was one of the bad guys in Infinite Wealth.
Yeah.
Who was a very cool sort of character that I liked a lot. He was, I don't know, he always complained that it was cold. So he's in Hawaii and he's wearing like a wool suit, but he's very cool.
So he's kin to your heart.
Yeah, I guess so.
It's always cold.
Yeah, but I mean, no. Come on. It's just cold in my basement. I'm not cold outside, stuff like that.
No, you're literally in shorts and a t-shirt right now.
Yeah. That should tell you how cold it is in my fucking basement. If I can just be chilling in this 12-degree weather we got going here.
Exactly.
But I'm excited. I'm very excited for the old pirate Yakuza.
Yeah.
Should be good.
Interesting.
Yep. I'm kind of surprised they didn't announce a new Judgment game.
Judgment?
That's the sort of spin-off they did, where it's like a detective not involved with any Yakuza dealings, but it's like in the Yakuza style.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And it uses the map of, you know, the Yakuza games. So I just assumed they would do one with him in Hawaii.
Yeah.
There's lots of crossover with Japanese people going to Hawaii and stuff like that. So they still could, I guess, but they've gone with the pirate Yakuza.
Interesting.
I kind of feel that this is going to be like, it was all a dream at the end or something like that. Because like pirates in Hawaii, like what?
I mean, any Yakuza game that's like this is like, what?
Well, I mean, the other ones are all like, they have the regular crime story, very serious.
Mm-hmm.
And then they have the wackadoo side stuff. It's like the wackadoo side stuff is main stage in this one.
Yeah.
Like, you'd think the pirate stuff would be like the side story.
That's main story.
Yeah.
Black Flag.
Yeah. We'll see how it goes, but I'm excited. I'm going to be starting up Yakuza Kiwame 1, so I can get that out of the way for this Yakuza TV series coming out.
Mm-hmm.
And then I only have about 10 other Yakuza games to play through to get through the whole series.
Excellent. You can do it.
Yeah.
You'll do it all on your 1010 stream.
No, dude. No way, dude.
There's no way. It's too much.
Just the main story will take like 50 hours to get through without any side content, so.
Just 24 hours a day. That's only 2 days.
Yeah, I guess so. God, imagine I would die in a week. Just death immediately. Yeah, we'll see. Because that's the other thing is you can't be the mad dog in a game.
No.
Because he's too crazy in
It's
the
too
other
unpredictable.
games. Just popping out of sewers and like dressing up as a woman to beat you up, or like pretending to be a cop or a firefighter.
To beat you up.
Just, yeah, that's the whole... In Kiwame is like, you have to, fight him, and it'll be like, oh, there's a police officer, and he's like, ha ha, I got you, Kiryu! Now we must fight! So... He's got to be more down to earth. Otherwise, it would just be too crazy.
Yeah.
So, I'm excited. They're always doing something interesting anyways. And karaoke.
Very much karaoke.
Yeah.
You have to.
Love it.
We got to get a karaoke night going on the hub.
Oh, shit.
Yes.
Can lead to leave-a-dee-ba doubt you.
We've actually been talking to the guy who does trivia night up at the Fox.
Oh, yeah.
And we're thinking we're doing one here.
Oh, crazy.
Fun.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's fun.
All right, next up.
Uh-huh.
Speaking of trivia.
Uh-huh.
Just kidding. Man charged with $10 million streaming music scam.
Yep.
Using AI-generated songs and bots to play them.
Yeah. It was pretty crazy.
Yeah.
So, I guess what he did is illegal. I don't know how it's illegal, but I guess what he did is illegal.
Maybe it's against the terms of service or something. I don't know.
I guess so, but generally that's a civil thing, not a law thing. But anyways, he would use AI to make these shitty songs.
Super generic.
Yeah, just like electronic bleeps and bloops.
Black electronic background music for your chilling enjoyment.
Yeah. And he would upload them to like iTunes, Google Music, SoundCloud, Spotify, all that stuff with different like AI generated band names too.
Mm-hmm.
I went through the list of them all to try to find them. Basically everything was taken down except I found the Calypso. I guess it's Calypso Red. I don't even know.
Zorid?
Yeah, I don't know what his name is. And you can listen to the music and it's just AI generated malarkey. But he would upload them and then he would use bots or bot farms to stream the songs to get the streaming money.
Yep.
You don't get that much, so you must have done it like,
millions of times.
But the thing too is you can see, and if you look at the Department of Justice document about it, it's
oh Jesus,
it has his like communications with the people that he was working with, saying like, oh, you can only stream a song a certain number of times before it gets flagged, so you have to like do it smartly,
Mm-hmm.
Like, I mean, the names and everything all just scream of AI. Like, an alphabetical consecutive selection of 25 of the names of the AI songs Smith uses as follows: Zygophysai, Zygolophysi, Zygolphilum, Zygotopasseri, blah, 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 blah. And then here's the artists: Callipy Bloom, Callipy Erratum, Callus, Callus Humane, Callus Post, Callusness, Calm Baseball, Calm Connected, Calm Force, Calm Identity, Calm Innovation, Calm Knuckles, like just, whatever.
Some calm baseball going on.
Yeah, exactly. But he had quite the scam he had going here.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But they have his messages with, co-conspirators and how he was doing it. And I mean, he made a lot of money doing it, but he got too greedy. I mean, like, let's say you or I was going to do this. At what point would you be like, I'm out? Like, I mean,
as soon as I make $1 million, I'm probably done.
Yeah, like, what would you be like, oh, well, I'll just keep doing it?
Yeah, it looks like he's made 4 billion streams and 12 million in royalties since 2019. Yeah.
So, like, why wouldn't you be like, okay, I've had enough. I'll take my 1 million and I'll get out of here.
Yeah.
And then I'll just, like, let it naturally, whatever I make over the, actual natural clicks and listens, I'll just take that money.
Yeah.
It's just like, oh, I've got $1 million. Oh, well, then 2? Okay. Well, why stop at 2? Let's go to 4.
Yeah.
Why stop at 4? Let's get to 8.
Let's get 8. Let's go to 16.
Yeah.
It'll be fine.
Like,
maybe you bought too many Ferraris. I don't know.
The greed just gets out of control.
Yeah, it sure does.
But they always say the criminals are stupid.
Mm-hmm. And they are.
I guess that's why I'm not a criminal.
I guess so.
I'm just like...
You're too smart to be a criminal.
I guess so. And lazy. Don't forget that part.
Oh, yeah. Lazy. That's the biggest issue.
That's the biggest issue as well. Yeah, I would be conservative. That's like whenever I think about these guys, like people that had like all sorts of tons of money and like Ethereum or something like that. Mm-hmm. So that's worth $50 million. Well, at the $50 million mark, I would have sold $25 million worth of it.
Yep.
Not kept it all in there and bought more and be like, oh no, it's only worth 100,000 now.
Yeah, you got to get out while the getting out's good.
If you're that up, just take half out.
Yeah, you're okay with taking half, right? You live off that for a while.
I mean, if I had...
Depending on how many Ferraris you need.
I'd need 0. But like, just the greed.
I know.
Number goes up and it's like, all right.
Dollar signs in the eyes.
Let's keep it going up,
Keep it going.
I don't know, man. It's pretty crazy. Anyways, it's too late for me to get into the AI music scheme now.
Yep. It's been ruined.
I know.
By this generic named man. It's too bad.
Michael Smith. Yeah, I guess it is pretty generic name.
Old Michael Smith.
It's got to be a fake name.
Could be.
It's real. It's real.
Let's talk about the PS5 Pro.
Oh my God.
It's coming.
Yeah.
Everyone is pretty meh.
Well, it's sold out.
Did it sell out?
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
So some of these stories are a wee bit old now because we haven't recorded in a while. But, yeah, they pre-orders. Well, all the bundles sold out. Mm-hmm. So like GameStop and stuff, they tweeted like, "Hey, we don't got any more. So stop refreshing on our website." So people. Oh wait, maybe I'm confusing it with the special 30th edition.
The special 30th edition is dope as frig.
That might be what sold out.
That one looks just like the PS one.
Yeah.
And by just like, I mean a color scheme only.
That might be what I'm confusing
and
with.
it's super cool.
Yeah. But they're doing the PS5 Pro.
Yes. It is.
Yeah.
Bigger.
Yes.
Than the PS5.
I know. It was already too big, but whatever. So, I think this is ridiculous, first of all. It's $1,000 Canadian.
Yeah.
For it.
Mm-hmm.
No disc drive.
No disc drive, nope.
Straight up digital only. But you can buy, I didn't even know this, there is a disc drive accessory that you can buy to slap on the side of it.
$1,000. No disc drive. $100 for the disc drive.
Yeah. But I didn't know that you could use it for the PS5 digital. I didn't even know this was a thing. So it's the same one for the PS5 digital.
Uh-huh.
You can just attach it to the PS5 Pro, and then you can use disc drive. But so it's like, why did they even make a digital version? I don't understand it.
So you can save money.
Yeah, but then you buy the fucking disc drive.
Well, you bought the digital so you can just download everything, though.
And then you're like, okay, well, I guess I'll buy the disc drive now.
Yeah, maybe.
Anyways, it's a bit weird, I think.
Maybe you regretted your choice of buying digital only. Now you need a disc drive.
It's just Sony with their accessories that no one asked for, that no one needed, and they did it because they can. Basically.
Why not?
That's the story of the PS Vita. It's like, oh, why we can do it, so let's do it.
Yep.
So yeah, it's no disc drive. It's $1,000 Canadian. It has a bit of a power upgrade, but it's not that crazy, I don't think.
No, and we don't know. They haven't announced what kind of GPU is going to be in that thing. I mean, I'm sure it's going to be GPU on chip.
Yeah.
So, but the CPU so far seems to be the exact same.
Yeah. They don't say, they just say it's going to be an upgraded GPU compared to the original PS5. It'll deliver 67% more compute units. Okay.
That's a lot.
I don't know what that means.
That's quite a bit.
It's 28% faster memory, which will make it 45% faster rendering for gameplay. So it's got like a faster SSD in it?
Oh.
Or faster RAM?
Yeah. So they don't have like a side-by-side comparison of the PS5 and the PS5 Pro. They got a side-by-side comparison of the PS5 Slim and the PS5 Pro. I'm assuming the Slim kind of has the same.
It's the same as the PS5, just smaller, more or less, I think. Yeah, it has the same CPU, it looks like. The AMD Ryzen Zen 2.
Mm-hmm.
Same amount of gigahertz and cores and everything like that. The RAM seems to be the same. So the storage looks like it's just bigger. It doesn't look like it's faster. It says a 5.5 gigs read speed. The output is 8K on the PS5 Pro, but like that's going to be just upscaled, right?
I would imagine.
It's got Wi-Fi 7. Ooh,
Wi-Fi 7.
Yeah. It's a little bit taller, and it's like $300 more.
Yep.
So, I don't know. It says that it'll be using... it has some sort of AI upscaling technology. PlayStation Spectral Super Resolution. So it's similar to DLSS, I guess.
Give me that Astrobot in 8K. That's all you need, really.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I guess the speed-wise, it could be pretty good for faster loading and rendering and everything. Because, like, the speed of the Xbox One X to the Xbox One was, like, night and day. The Xbox One X was so fast compared to the One. But the Xbox One X is so fucking slow compared to the Series X. It's crazy.
Yeah.
I can't even imagine how I sat through the loading times of Xbox One games, or even just getting to the dashboard and stuff like that. It was so slow on the One X. I use the One X in my bedroom. That's what I watch American Dad on. And it'll be like, whoa, it takes so long to get to the dashboard loaded up and everything like that. And it's so fast on the Series X. So that might be good, but I don't know, man. I mean, I guess this is just a way to get more money out of people.
Yeah, I
don't
suppose.
Really need it too much. It's not like any game is getting the full power out of the PS5 as it is.
Probably not.
So
yeah, I don't know. I haven't played enough PS5 to know.
I've played a little bit.
Yes, I've played also just a minuscule amount.
I've played a little more than you.
Yes, you own one.
I do own one.
I do not.
I'm not going to be getting the PS5 Pro.
No?
No.
Maybe we should get one for the store.
No.
We want to get one for fighting games and stuff.
No.
A PS5.
Just get a PC. Why would you get a PS5 or something like that? If you're gonna
just for cheapness,
then get an Xbox Series X.
You can do that too.
Why would you get a PlayStation?
I don't know.
There's no backwards compatibility going on.
Gross.
Anyways.
Yeah, we'll have to, we've got to get a console in here at some point for the fighting game community and to do fighting games on it.
Sounds
think
good.
That'll be fun.
Okay. I would say that it's probably the best bet to do a Fightcade. No, Fightcade.
Yeah.
Like PC with Fightcade on it. So
yeah.
It'll emulate all the
Fightcade, huh?
It'll emulate all the fighting games.
Fightcade.
Yeah.
Online retro gaming.
Yeah.
The best way to play retro games online.
Maybe I'm thinking of the wrong thing, but
oh, yeah, that doesn't
anyways, all the fighting games can be emulated with what's the thing called?
MAME.
Yeah, there you go. MAME.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking of.
Yeah. MAME.
MAME it up. Then you can play whatever the fuck you want.
We do have access to a lot of fighting games because we have the the JAMA board in the Street Fighter Alpha 2 out there.
Yeah.
We can just swap out games with that one because it's just like a cartridge swapping.
Yeah.
With the JAMA connection, which is great.
Yep.
But haven't had the owner come in.
Oh, yeah.
Owner of the game come in and do that yet.
Yep. You get a real game in there. What's in there now? Street Fighter Alpha 2?
Alpha 2, yep.
That's what I say to that.
Yeah? You play a lot of Alpha 2?
No.
Oh, well.
I don't like it. That's why I have not played it.
Ah, yes.
Yeah.
Speaking of something you haven't played.
Yeah.
Remember that game where I was like, where we said, who's asking for this?
Oh, yeah.
Who needs another hero shooter?
Yep.
Concord.
Yep.
Gone.
Gone.
It's gone now. It came.
Barely made it 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And it was like,
just like
get
a
this
fart
shit
in the
out of
wind.
here.
It's just gone.
So, I mean, when we said who asked for this, we were talking about who wants to play a hero shooter that you pay for.
Yeah.
As a AAA $60 experience or whatever. Yeah. Most complaints about it from people were like the wokeness. I don't even know if you can call it wokeness. I guess they do call it wokeness because it's like when you choose the character, it has their pronouns on the screen or whatever. And the designs of the characters were not the best.
Yeah. Quote unquote unappealing.
Yeah. I didn't give a flying. Well, first of all, I don't give a fuck about a PvP game, hero shooter at all.
No, you don't.
So I was not interested in it anyways. But my biggest thing was the price point.
Yeah.
And that was definitely a hindrance for it.
Yep.
And people were not liking the designs and the way the game, whatever, went.
They were not.
But I was very surprised that Sony was like, all right, fucking yank this shit down. Refund everybody.
Yeah.
Refund them all. And if you got the game like physically, you could like take it back to the store for a refund or whatever. They just gave everybody their money back.
They took it on the chin.
Yeah.
And they were like, okay.
Well, I would think they're going to take it right away from the developer and be like, it's time to make this free to play, which is what it should have been.
Yeah.
But you know what? Like, I don't think it was the studio that was like, oh, it's a $60 game.
Probably not.
I'm sure it was Sony was like,
Probably.
It's a $60 game. Because they're doing another one that's coming out shortly. That's PvE, I believe, extraction shooter, I think. And
same studio?
No, God, no. This studio's done for. Come on. They're going to do another one where it's going to be like, do people want to pay full price money for this game that should be free to play with like, monetization in game or whatever. But yeah, it went down within 2 weeks, and I'm kind of shocked.
Yeah.
Because, like,
it didn't last very long.
I mean, there was, like, very low numbers of people.
Oh, yeah. I think there were, like, 600 people playing across all platforms.
Well, it's tough to say about what is going on PlayStation, because they don't really show, how many people are online.
Yeah.
But, like, before it went down, on Steam, there was 30 people playing the game. But once they announced it was going down, PlayStation players were like, we must get this platinum trophy. And the fastest way to do it was to just take turns killing yourselves. So they played one specific map, and each round, one team would kill themselves, so the other team would get a point. And they would just alternate back and forth, killing themselves as fast as possible to get the platinum trophy. And people did manage to get it, but it was like...
That's wild.
They don't even play the game.
Just get the trophy, get the trophy.
Yeah, basically. So the other thing, too, is that, that Amazon TV show that's coming, Secret Level, with all the video game stories, kind of like... Love, Death, and Robots.
Oh, yeah.
There is a Concord episode that they're still doing that they're going to release.
Wow.
They're not yanking that one or anything like that. So apparently Sony was like, they thought this was going to be their Star Wars. Like, that's one of the things is it was going to be like a new franchise, popular thing for them to like do stuff with, basically.
Wow.
Pretty crazy.
They sure went about it the wrong way.
I mean, but even if it was free to play, do you think that would have saved it?
I mean, you would have gotten more players, but I think the general criticism would still be there. But more people would be able to criticize.
Like, the game apparently played fine and was enjoyable enough. But, like, I mean, the character designs I did think were unappealing.
Yeah.
Like, the color schemes. I mean, I don't care. They got a fat guy in there. Whatever. Every game has a fat guy.
Yeah.
But it was just, like, the color, like, yellow and green. I don't know. Anyways, they looked bad to me.
Yeah. Just bad design, character design.
Yeah, it's just the very weird situation with them.
Mm-hmm.
I can't imagine these Firewalk guys are going to be around. They were updating until they yanked it.
No.
They did do changes and stuff like that. But then Sony was like, nah, fuck that. Get that shit out of here.
Yep.
And it's pretty crazy, too, because it's even when Cyberpunk did their whole thing, I don't think Sony... Oh, wait. Maybe Sony did. I can't remember what it was. Was it Sony that yanked Cyberpunk for sale?
One of them did.
Maybe that was just on PS4. I can't remember. Yeah, I think it was Sony, actually. They stopped the sales of it when it was, like, in a bad way.
Sony's pulling Cyberpunk 2077 from the PlayStation Store. Yep.
Yeah,
Sony
okay.
did, yeah. Full refunds.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah. I mean, they spent so much money on this. Are they going to try to relaunch it as free to play? What do you think?
I don't know. That's a tough to say.
Yeah.
Because that's a ton of money just out the window. Especially when you refund everybody, it's like you just took that one straight on the chin, and that's it.
So you'd have to think, like, coming into it, did they think, like, oh, we can recoup something here?
Maybe. I don't know. It's such a weird, like,
even
in today's business gaming market, it's like, you can't do that. You can't make a game like that cost money at the start. No one's going to play it.
But I think they were looking at Helldivers as Helldivers was a huge success.
Yes.
But it wasn't PvP.
No, it's just PvE.
But it was a game that's
you could
sort
do
of
PvP,
like...
but then, you just lose.
But it is like a game that's like a live service game, more or less.
Yeah.
And they saw Helldivers that was like incredible success. And maybe they thought Concord would be similar vein.
Yeah.
Like, oh, people will pay for a premium PlayStation experience that you can't get anywhere else. Well, except on PC, I mean.
Mm-hmm.
And the open market said, no, that's fine. But I think leading up to Concord's release, too, the general, like, consensus was not good.
Nope.
No one was looking forward to this game.
No, there was no hype around it. It was like, ugh.
Helldivers, though, was hyped up before it came out.
Was it?
Yeah. I remember people talking about, like, Helldivers is coming. It's coming. Whereas Concord was just generally not good from the get-go.
Weird. The Steam charts for Helldivers 2.
Mm-hmm.
August 2017, there were 10 people playing Helldivers 2.
Really? How did they do that?
I don't know.
Crazy.
And then February 2024, 500,000.
Mm-hmm.
And now it's around 68,000.
Yeah. That has lost a lot of their momentum because of their like changes they did that people didn't like. Nerfing stuff that people were enjoying.
Yep.
Rather than just like letting it be. Like, flamethrowers are too much fun. We better nerf them.
It's a PvE game. What does it matter?
Well, it's because they were winning too fast.
Nah.
Because the idea is to drive them back, right?
Yeah.
So they were like, no, it's going too easy on them. Get rid of it. So then the people were like, fuck it. Let them take Earth. That's fine. Or Super Earth? What is it called?
Yeah, Super Earth.
Yeah, fucking let the robots have Super Earth. We're not defending it anymore. So they've said they're going to go and not do that as much.
It's probably a good idea then.
Yeah. Anyways, Concord, we'll see. Maybe they'll just take the engine with new characters, relaunch it as a free-to-play PvP game in the vein of Overwatch with, I don't know. What's the problem people had with it? The characters weren't sexy enough?
Probably.
So it'll be like, here's our version of Diva. I don't know if there was a sexy lady character in the game, Concord.
I don't know either. Couldn't
I guess
tell
there
ya.
was an attractive-ish girl in the little trailer we watched. I think you
Maybe?
watched the trailer where
I
they're like at
watched
the
the
bar
trailer.
or
Yeah,
whatever.
I was like, I just kind of meh. At the
I was
entire
like,
thing.
I don't give a fuck
I'm like,
about
I
this.
was just like, what is this? And it's like, oh, a hero shooter? Nah, fuck.
Well, it's like they're trying to
erase from memory.
do the lore of this. Who gives a fuck
Yeah.
about the lore of this?
Yeah,
Jesus
right.
Christ.
Wow.
They're making it like I give a shit about these characters where I don't give a fuck about them.
Exactly.
Like when people enjoy these characters, it kind of has to come like as an organic like thing. It can't be just like, you'll like these guys. Here you go. Like these characters.
Yep.
It's like, I don't give a fuck that he's supposed to be a rascally space rogue. I don't know who he is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, Deadlock, that's out now, kind of. They're betaing it.
Yeah,
it's,
but
it's
that's going to be free to play.
Yeah,
I
it
think.
will be free to
Well,
play.
think of like Artifact.
Yeah.
Like, that didn't work.
Nope, they learned their
It
lesson.
should have been a free to play trading card game. It would be huge.
Yeah.
Don't you think?
Probably. Because
Yeah.
the people who worked on that went off and made Marvel Snap.
Yeah. But like they had to do it as you have to buy it. Like, what the fuck? Why would you do that?
I don't know. It's wild. Yeah, Deadlock currently has 113,000 people playing right now.
Yeah, that's also part of the like hype of it being like them not admitting there was a game
Yeah.
and people are playing it and then not acknowledging that it's an actual thing.
That's not a thing yet.
Yeah. But the other thing too is like Valve is a established
Yes.
game company that's made good games. What the fuck is Firewalk Studios?
Don't know.
Yeah. What have they done? Nothing. This was their first game. First and last game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of people who haven't done anything,
Mm-hmm.
Dr. Disrespect
Oh.
says he baited journalists with his minor tweet.
Yeah.
Which is not, that's not how it works.
Yeah, so
Not
this
how
is
it
an
works.
article by Paul Tassi on Forbes. And when Dr. Disrespect came back to streaming, he did a thing. I tried to listen to this while he was doing his live stream coming to back. And he said how his little now deleted confession tweet was a big bait where he, said like, oh, this just proves how the media doesn't research anything or check any facts or anything like that.
Yeah.
And Paul Tassi here was like, well, you said it. You admitted it. What are we going to fact check? Like you tweeted admitting that you did these.
Yeah, that is an admission of guilt right there.
So like, what are we fact checking? That, his whole thing is it's all like gotcha language where it's like, oh, well, what's the age of consent in the state this person lived in? Oh, they weren't in fact a minor or whatever. The age of consent, they were above it, blah, 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 blah. And he had all these excuses. It was just very sad to hear.
Yeah.
Like he said, like when he first did the tweet, he had put the word minor in it, this minor individual. But then he removed it. But then he put it back in because you could see that it was edited. Because when you edit a tweet, it shows like it was edited. This is how it was edited. He says he intentionally did that to bring notice to it, to prove that these reporters won't do any reporting or whatever. And then he does a bunch, like in his whole return to stream, he did a whole bunch of things where it's like, well, these people did bad things and nothing bad happened to them, but it happened to me. Like, I got punished, but this guy that said the N-word on stream, he didn't get in trouble. Like, a bunch of, like, just deflecting and... God, did you watch any of it? Oh, my God.
No.
I was at work and I was listening to it on YouTube, and I had to stop listening to it. It was just... It was so bad.
I don't got time to listen to that kind of brain rot.
Yeah. It was so bad. He also went after the guy that did the initial tweets that sort of brought it on, where the guy never said Dr. Disrespect in his tweets. He just said there was a streamer who did this, and he kept like going after him and saying the guy's full name and like, oh, what did he say here?
He's trying to charge his fan base up to go and do things.
Well, and he was like in his like Dr. Disrespect character, which is over the top and whatever. And he said like, but trust me, I wasn't sexing anyone. You also said the word minor, Cody. I even made sure that word was emphasized in my statement, edited, etc., just to make sure those so-called journalists would pick up on it. And boy, oh boy, did they ever. Like, oh, what a weird bait to do. Buddy.
Yeah, right.
Like implying that you sexted a minor.
What a guy.
Yeah, it was so fucking ridiculous. And he keeps like, saying things where it's like, why would you say that? So people in this chat now are always saying like, release the DMs.
Yeah,
like,
release the DMs.
Release the DMs. And he'll be like, release the DMs. What are you, in second grade? And of course, all the memes now is like, you wish they were in second grade. Oh my God. Yeah, his whole thing is like, I wasn't found it wasn't found to be illegal what I did. Yeah, okay, maybe not, but it's still immoral.
Yeah.
Like, technically it's legal to do what you did. Okay, you got us. But he admitted to it, said, I did it, and then played it off like it was a big bait. Like, he should have just come back, hat in hand, and been like, I made mistakes in the past. I hope you'll forgive me. This is not who I want to be, whatever. And it would have, probably went over a lot better than it did.
Probably.
I mean, he still has people donating all sorts of money to him because I don't know if they just don't believe it or don't give a fuck. Probably just don't give a fuck.
Probably.
Because he's just like, he's funny. He makes me laugh.
Yeah, he's my boy. He's my
the
homeboy.
Two-time, But, oh God. And then he was going after like, Tim the Tatman and Nick Merckx saying like, oh, they didn't have my back. And Tim the Tatman was like, I talked to him. He admitted it. Like, what am I supposed to say? Like, I talked to him directly. He said he did it.
Yeah.
Like, now he's saying it's a big bait. Like, he was baiting me as well. Like, sorry. What can I do, This
guy, man. This guy Beam.
Yeah. I don't know if he's got monetization back on YouTube. He was applying for it. He was able to apply for it the other day.
Interesting.
But I don't know if he actually got it back. I hope he doesn't. And it would be really interesting if he got banned from, Stream Elements and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But he hasn't yet. So, I mean, DSP got banned from him. So, but he's also still monetized on YouTube too. But anyways, very fucking terrible thing. And I do believe the allegations against him because this year was the same year he got caught cheating on his wife. It's the same year he got banned from Twitch for live streaming from the fucking public bathroom. Like, everything he did that was the year of his fuck ups.
Yeah.
So, and he says like, oh, maybe these messages were inappropriate, but there was no intention to meet up. It's like, what? I don't think so, dude. So, anyways.
Frickin' guy, man.
Yeah.
Frickin' guy.
He should have came back like when he cheated on his wife. Not as Dr. Disrespect, but as Guy Beam.
Yep.
And was talking about how he screwed up.
Yep.
So, I don't know. Maybe his wife is going to leave him and he needs the money now. So that's why he's going back to streaming. Because she would get half of everything, basically.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Got to get it while he's still got it, so.
Exactly. Yeah, it's so fucking stupid.
It is.
Anyways.
Pal World.
Yep.
Nintendo is finally coming after Pal World.
Yes.
For something of a patent infringement. Not copyright, but patent infringement. Yeah. So it's probably, I mean, I was thinking about it just now. I'm like, well, it's probably, you're throwing balls at creatures to capture them.
That's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
Which is kind of surprising to me because, I mean, yeah, I guess it's kind of hard to say, like, you stole the design of our character. It has the same tail. It's like, well, a tail is a tail.
A tail is
But, like, if you look at them, it's like, okay.
Yeah.
It is exactly the same. But it's hard to go after that. Whereas, like, Nintendo does have the patent on the mechanic of throwing a ball at a creature to catch it, to add it to your inventory, to be, part of your team or whatever.
Yeah.
Now,
that's patent number 7545191.
Do I agree with that kind of patent? No, I don't. But that's the same reason why most trading card games do not tap.
Yep.
Is because Wizards of the Coast or Hasbro owns that mechanic as a patent. So I don't agree with those kind of patents because, like, turning a card, like, ooh, look what I invented.
I mean, you still turn cards in every game,
Yeah.
but
they
you can't call it tapping.
Yeah, okay. I guess so. But Nintendo is notoriously litigious for defending stuff like this.
Yeah.
They did a whole thing with PS3 with a Rumble. Nintendo has a patent on Rumble in controllers. So Sony did not want to pay Nintendo. So that's why the PlayStation 3 launched with no Rumble in the controllers.
No haptic feedbacks.
Well, now they have it back in there.
Yeah.
But like they did the whole thing when the PS3 came out. Like, oh, Rumble, that's last gen technology. No one wants that in their controllers.
Nobody wants force feedback.
We have the dual
Rumble.
sense thing where you can wave it around in the sky and it'll fly around. That's what people want. But Rumble, no one wants
Nobody
that.
wants that.
But now, of course,
Kidding.
they
Everyone
brought
wants it.
So Nintendo has lots of patents like that.
Yeah.
I would think they probably went after Pal World because they couldn't go after them for the designs.
Mm-hmm.
So they
had to get them on something.
We'll get them on this here.
Yeah.
It's very crazy about the Pal World. Like, their game before is just abandoned. Like, what was that game that we played from them? That's just like, they're like, we're done. It's not completed. Remember we played it multiplayer?
Yeah. I like that game. It was fun.
Yeah.
It was
but
awful,
it was like so
fun.
janky.
It was so janky.
Not completed.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I can't remember what that was called.
Yeah. And then they're like, well, we're not doing that game anymore. We got Pal World. We're doing Pal World now. That's our new bread and butter. Craftopia. So the other thing I would think too about this is that they signed a deal with Sony. So now they're kind of like Game Freak is with Nintendo. Because Game Freak is a separate company.
Yeah.
That's like partially owned by Nintendo. Now Pal World has a deal with Sony, kind of in the Game Freak style, where it's like, we don't own you, but you're going to make games for us, basically. So Nintendo was like, well, we got to do something here. I don't think Pal World is going to be, as big as Pokemon ever.
No,
basically.
I don't think so.
I saw some people talking online that like, oh, Nintendo must be working on a Pokemon game like Pal World. No, I don't think so.
I don't think so.
It's too ambitious for Nintendo to be doing a Pokemon game like that. Besides, they can barely get like the Pokemon games to run on the Switch as is. So, like, I don't think they're going to do some open world crafting Pokemon game. I mean, maybe they will, but I don't really see it.
Yeah. Pocket Pair is coming out with a new game.
Yes.
Called Nevergrave.
Nevergrave. Ooh, scary.
The Witch and the Curse. It's a side-scrolling platformer a la
I don't know.
Ori.
Oh, I see.
Except you're a witch and you can put your hat on different creatures to become that creature.
Interesting.
It looks really good.
Game Freak does other games sometimes. They don't just do Pokemon. They did a game called Tembo the Badass Elephant. So
they have a lot of games actually.
Yeah. But I think they kind of are like, I don't know, sort of like half-ass it.
Yeah.
Because even I think Pal World is kind of half-assed. I never actually played it, but I saw enough of it to be like, oh, it's a little janky. And it's kind of like feature bloat. You know?
Well, I mean,
much like
Craftopia. Just like Craftopia.
Yeah, Craftopia is like, they were like, well,
That's the definition of feature bloat.
Yeah.
Let's just put everything in.
Do you remember the weird progression in the game?
Yeah.
It'd be like, oh, we're going to move ahead 1,000 years in technology.
Yeah, it's so weird.
It's just so weird, dude. Anyways.
Little Town Hero.
Maybe it's time I actually try Pal World. I don't know.
I mean, you'll like it.
Yeah, but I watched it and I just was like, it reminded me too much of Craftopia.
I mean, it is a lot like Craftopia, so.
Which was fine and fun for the one time we played it, but it was just like, I don't know. Even people that were like, that we know that were super stoked on Pal World and we're going to be doing Pal World content and stuff like that didn't actually do any Pal World content.
No?
No.
Who was that?
The tiniest gamer.
Oh, the tiniest
was going to
gamer.
be doing Pal
Super
World
tiny.
content,
Yeah.
and then just totally abandoned the idea. I believe. I might be I might be mistalking, but now it's all Terry Bogard themed related content. So, anyways,
Yes.
Pal World.
Palworld.
I don't know what's coming next. My thing's frozen. I can't see anything.
Inside Annapurna's interactive
Oh, I really
mass
wish I
walkout.
could see this.
Internal politics, the surprise Remedy deal, and why it all happened.
Yeah.
What is this?
So Annapurna Interactive, they publish a bunch of games
Mhm.
like Stray, and
Oh, yeah.
they do a lot of cool indie stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they're a subsidiary of Annapurna Movies,
Oh,
who do a bunch of cool movies and
Yeah.
stuff, right? They're basically owned by like a billionaire. She was like, I'm going to have a movie studio,
yeah.
and started Annapurna, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And then down the road, they were like, we're going to do Annapurna Interactive for gaming, right?
Yeah.
And reading the article, it sounded like basically how it would be run by a billionaire, i.e. like, oh, this is what we're going to do.
Mm-hmm.
And it'd be like, well, I own the company, which, I mean, yeah, okay, you own
Yep.
the company, so you'll run it the way you want to run it. But it would be like, we'll tell them like, okay, we have a new boss that's coming in. You don't like the way things are being run. We'll get the new boss in here. And then nothing happens.
Yeah.
And then the new boss never shows up. The old boss is gone. And then it's like, well, actually, I own the place, so I'm kind of
I'm the boss.
I'm going to kind of step in here. And it was a bunch of stuff like that where the company would be, the people working there would be told one thing, nothing would happen. And then they'd hear like, well, like the Remedy thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like no one that worked at Annapurna knew that was what's happening. That he just heard it on like when we heard about it.
Yeah,
Basically. And it was like, oh, we're gonna go partner with Remedy to do like AAA games, and they're still gonna do like the little smaller games over in Annapurna Interactive. But no one that worked at the interactive part knew that was happening. And it was just like this whole crazy drama, like behind the scenes thing where finally everyone was like, nah, fuck it, we're out of here. And everybody left at the same time. They all resigned.
Just out of there.
And there's a bunch of people that had publishing deals with Annapurna that were like, oh, we haven't heard from anybody because there's nobody to hear from. Like they were publishing our game, but there's no one to talk to over there anymore. We don't know what's happening.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's
it was
wild.
a very interesting story. I would recommend reading the article. I don't remember, where was the article from? The main article?
IGN, the one I'm
Oh, yeah.
looking at.
Yeah, the IGN article is very good if you want to get a catch up on that. I just liked sort of the way the games Annapurna sort of were, dealing with. They were all these interesting sort of smaller games and stuff like that. So it was interesting to be, because like they just did at the Summer Games Fest, I think.
Mm-hmm.
They did a whole presentation about, I think it was Annapurna. Maybe I'm getting my companies mixed up. It wasn't Annapurna that was on. Maybe they did do something at Summer Games Fest, but the one I was thinking of was when Blumhouse came on stage, and it was you could tell the lady that was not very comfortable being on stage with Jason Blum.
Yeah.
Annapurna,
Blade Runner 2033 Labyrinth.
Yeah, that's the sort of AAA one. They're sort of like all of a sudden they're going to be dealing with that nobody knew who was coming. Well, I mean, they say they didn't know.
They did Storyteller, which is kind of a quirky puzzle game.
Yeah. Yeah, what's their list of games they did there? Unfortunately, I cannot help with the research on this. It's my delicious Chromebook froze. So I don't know what's going on.
They have they've been What Remains of Edith Finch.
Yes, yeah.
That's a Gorogoa.
Oh yeah.
Flower.
Yeah.
Florence.
Yeah.
Donut County.
Oh yeah, I played that one.
Yeah.
That was like Katamari, but
Yeah. Gone Home.
Oh, they did Gone Home as well.
Ashen. Outer Wilds.
Yep.
Journey.
Yep.
Telling Lies.
Oh, Telling Lies? That's a FMV game, I think.
Oh, interesting.
I think I've seen that.
Sayonara Wild Hearts.
I don't know about that one.
Watam.
I think that was a free one on Epic.
Oh. Kentucky Route Zero.
Yes.
If Found.
Okay.
The Unfinished Swan.
Yes.
I Am Dead.
Uh-huh.
The Pathless.
Okay.
Maquette.
Okay.
Last Stop.
Mhm.
12 Minutes.
Oh, God. Oh my god, that game infuriated me, dude.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that was the one that's like starred like Daisy Ridley, Willem Dafoe.
Oh yeah.
And it's like the top view of the apartment,
Mhm.
and you have to figure
Yeah,
out the.
yeah.
And it ends up he's like her sister, and like, oh my god! And it was like you have to. It was like an old school adventure game. You have to do it in the exact right order, and if you don't do it in the right order, it's just start
Game
over.
Yep.
But you can get through, skip a bunch of the game by doing. If you do specific things, it skips a bunch.
Mhm.
Oh my god! By the end, I was so fucking angry because it was like I didn't get the thing they needed, so I had to restart again. I was
Oh
like,
my god!
Fuck this game.
The Artful Escape,
Yep.
Solar Ash,
Mm-hmm.
A Memoir Blue,
Okay.
Neon White,
Uh-huh.
Stray,
Yes.
Hohokam,
Okay.
Hindsight,
Mm-hmm.
Storyteller, Mundan,
Okay.
Cocoon.
Oh, that's the one that we saw a trailer of where it reminded us of that. Remember that ball pushing game
Oh, yeah,
we
yeah.
played? I don't remember what that one was called.
I can't remember either.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thirsty Suitors.
That one is like...
That looks like your kind of game.
That one, yeah. Yeah. I know, I'm familiar with it, yes.
Yeah. Open Roads.
I want to play that one. It was on Game Pass, but I didn't get a chance to play it before it left.
Lorelei and the Laser Eyes.
Okay.
Flock.
Okay.
Bounty Star. Ghost Bike. Wander Stop.
They did so many.
I know. And then upcoming.
Mm-hmm.
Morsels.
Mhm.
Mixtape. Blade Runner 2033.
Yep.
Forever Ago. The Lost Wild. Lush Foil Photography Sim. Skin Deep. Silent Hill. Townfall.
Silent Hill Townfall. Huh. I don't know what that
And
is.
T to A, We Kill Monsters, and Project D.
Project D.
Project D.
Love it.
Initial D. Initial D.
Yes, exactly. I don't think it's an initial D game.
Probably not.
Yeah, so it was a very interesting story. I'd recommend reading it. Just the back behind the scenes,
Mhm.
like dealing with a movie producer who decides I'm going to do video games, and kind of like, well, I'm the boss here. So what I say goes, which is, I mean, yes, that is the way it goes.
Yeah.
But it's also like not the best way to do
No, definitely
stuff.
not. You got to work with your team.
Yeah, exactly. But I mean, I guess if you're a billionaire and you think your shit doesn't stink, you can just
Yeah,
be
you
like,
just
just hire
roll.
new people, whatever. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So pretty fucked up.
Yep. Well, that's going to bring us to the end of
Oh
this
my
podcast.
God, that was it?
That was it. Yeah. We've been sitting here yabbering on for 3.5 hours.
Oh my God. That's crazy.
If you like what you heard, and I know that you did, make sure you leave us a like. Make sure you leave us a thumbs up.
Yeah.
Join the Patreon. Patreon.com
Oh, yeah.
/StreamVoid Pod. You can sit down on the Patreon and get access to all the links of all the articles that we referenced today.
Do it.
Just like every other one. You're going to get access to the podcast early today,
Mhm.
hopefully. As long
Well,
as
if
everything
not,
goes
that's
well.
okay.
Yeah. It looks like the Game Hub is filling up, and there's only one employee on right now, so I might have to come down and work.
Oh, dang.
Yeah, I know.
Work day.
All right, yeah, with that being said, we'll see you guys again in 1 week's time.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Anyone saying anything?
Just the Pizza Cat.
What'd you say?
She says Pokemon is mad that Palworld is everything we wanted Pokemon to be.
Not quite. Says the woman who's never played a Pokemon game.
Ooh. And then she said, long one, boys.
Well, my thing's frozen, so I can't see shit.